I know. Damon's not Steph. Is Damon same caliber as Steph? Okay, so shut the fuck up.
I smell sciatica right now, nigga. You is not beating me, fam.
What does sciatica smell like?
Some bullshit.
He was I was point guard of the year. Bob Cousy Award.
This guy's racist as, bro. This show, bro. I'm off this.
I am liable to crash out.
Saying cheeks and crabs in the same sentence, I don't think it goes well.
Hey, man, we appreciate all the love again on Twitter. Baja. I'm getting sick and tired of you talking.
Hey, man, say, man, we're back in the building. But before we do anything, no intros. Peter, pull up the image.
I smell sciatica.
I smell
Who's that?
I smell it.
This man is out of there.
Bro.
Karma,
Hey, if you guys
Karma's a
notice-
motherfucker. When you pick up somebody else, Karma's a motherfucker.
Take the image down, Peter. Put the widescreen. Put the wide. There's 3 of us. What happened to CV?
We're missing a soldier.
All I'm saying
You wanna call
is,
him?
I came to work
We're missing
every
a
Are we gonna
day.
call him on air?
I came to work every day when I was hurt. I'm talking about in pain.
Are we gonna call him on air or what?
Oh, we need to call him. Call him, Theo.
Let's make a call. Let's make a call. See, I know he tuned in.
He's not answering.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah. Hey, CV, welcome. Talk to the chat, man. What's going on with you, brother?
My back is.
Get the fuck out of here. You got fucking sciatica. How's it feel? I wish y'all could see his face. Oh, y'all can see him. Look at him. Mr. Clean Head looking at him.
You ever see somebody, they out sick at work and they still got diamond earrings in their ear?
Bro,
He's on low
in
management.
bed
The man
with
still
diamond
got,
earrings
that man
on.
got diamond earrings in his ear. He supposed to be out.
They called you Milk Dud.
Bro, he said they're food. Yo,
Say, yo, milk dud here.
Milk Dud head at him.
he's on low management, guys.
Yeah, bro. Tell the people what happened, dog.
Bro, I was getting ready to go to work. Like any other civilian, I was ready to go to the pod. Ate my fucking good ass breakfast, got up, and then I was walking out the door and my shit just locked up. I made a sudden movement. My shit locked up, man. Bro, pause, but I can't straighten my back out.
Your back got blown out last night?
That's crazy.
Yo, come on.
That is OD.
Your back got blown out?
Bro, my shit gave out, fam. I was feeling good too. My shit just gave out, bro. And I just had to
That's crazy.
Hey,
Somebody in
we
the
know
chat
you're going to
say
be
Diddy
live in
flew
the
you
chat.
out.
We're going to miss you today, brother. Hey, Dubs in the chat for my man CV so he get better, man.
I'll be back, dog.
Dubs in the chat for CV,
He's on
dog.
low management, guys.
Low management
All right,
ass
brother.
nigga.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. CV out. He out and about.
He's out.
Hey,
Fucking
man.
hurt.
To the hospital podcast. Hey, but y'all know we still got Ray in the building.
Yeah, you know what it is. I'm at work.
Ray's at work.
No matter
sciatica,
what.
hip.
No matter what.
He at
Charlie,
work.
I'm on your neck, boy.
And we got Theo in the building. And usually,
Hey, chat, y'all know what fucking time it is. It's time for Hong Diddly Ding. Hong Nong. BBL Hong. Motherfucking Hong Jew, nigga. Hong Bishop. Hong Stallion. Hong Ding Dong.
Rui Hachimura.
Mini Hong Talia. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ricky Tan.
Ricky
Home.
Tan.
Hong Fried Rice. Hong Beckham Jr.
Ricky Town was in #1, right?
Hong
Yeah.
Tong Soup. That's hard.
Hong Ding Dong.
Hong Tong Soup.
I seen that in the comments
Hong with
yesterday.
the-
Hootie Tay Hong.
Hong
That's
fried
crazy.
rice.
Against all Hongs.
Wu-Tang Hong.
Cherokee D Hong.
Hong the
Against
fuck
all
up.
Hongs.
Donkey Hong.
Hong the fuck up. CV.
Against all Hongs.
Hong the fuck up. Shout out to CB.
Wu-Tang Hong.
Against all Hongs is hilarious.
Against all Hongs is hilarious. Yeah.
Hongovin
Hongy
Mitchell.
dude. Hongy hair weave killer.
Hongovin Mitchell, because you hate Donovan Mitchell so
I
much.
actually don't hate Don.
For Hong. Wipe your mouth, Hong.
Hongy dude.
That's crazy. Spider Hong.
Hong Orton.
Hong Orton. Tough Gong Hong.
Hong
Damn.
hair weed
Hong
killer.
Obama. Hong Fetty.
I'm so hungry.
Woofy Hong.
That one always makes you
Spider
laugh.
I'm so hungry.
Yan Hongson.
Hey, Ray, what's the jump down.
Jump down.
Hey.
Jump down.
Hey,
Angelo, hey, I look forward to Angelo every day. Jump down.
Hey, I'll say this.
Twerk like home.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in the building. What's cracking?
Did you guys see CV posted the Pinky clip?
Yes, bro.
And everybody's like, yo, the vibes are immaculate. They fuck with the energy.
Bruh.
Hong-eyed shut is crazy. That is crazy. My eyes are open. They ain't that big, but they open.
Hong Keith.
2 Hongs.
Hong Keith. Hong Pao. Ooh.
Hong Powers.
That might be.
I've
Is
seen
that your name?
Ray and Theo, can y'all give the
I don't
Hills
have
a
no
pep talk?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm going down there soon, man. I'm going down there soon.
Hey,
Talk
man.
to my boys,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They gonna be all right.
Hey,
though.
we got some
They gonna be
haters.
all
They
right.
said-
I'll
Staff
be in
go
Chapel Hill
Dukies.
for the Carolina Duke game.
When is that?
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks? Go Duke.
No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Go Duke.
Hong Levine.
Hong Me Chu. Need rims off practice.
Hong Me Too.
Hong Donalds.
Hong Donalds.
I was ready to roast y'all, Charlie. I did send the Charlie. They lost. You ready to roast them?
Hong Mayweather.
You was ready to roast too, Charlie. Don't do that.
UNC.
I'm gonna roast you right now.
Hey, they undefeated.
Who?
UConn.
Yeah, they're solid.
They're
not
some-
under.
They don't play nobody.
They're undefeated.
They don't play
lost the
nobody.
game.
Oh, I'm
lost at home.
tripping.
Yeah, you tripping.
I
They
probably
undefeated
saw
in
the
conference
women's
play.
basketball record.
Yeah.
I probably saw the
Yeah, they
undefeated
women's
in
team could
conference
beat
play.
their boys team.
Yes.
Don't do that. We ain't gonna do that, bro. Come
He
on.
saw
man.
we lost one game.
We only lost 3. You act like we lost a lot of games.
I was talking about women's basketball. That's my fault.
Jesus.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're in a tougher conference.
Period.
Let's talk about that then.
Let's talk about that.
Playing a bum-ass Big East. Fuck.
Is the Big East bum now?
Shitty.
Awful.
No, Angelo.
hey.
If you rewind the stream a little bit, go find out why CV's not here today.
Appreciate it.
Hong Force 1.
Hong Force One. I don't
Force
mind that.
One.
Hong Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Shout out to Shawn
Van
Michaels.
Dam.
Shawn Michaels was my favorite
Sure.
wrestler. Shout out to
Hong
Shawn
Van
Michaels.
Dam.
Yo, it's my birthday. Shout out to the
Shout out to
vibe.
Savant, bro. Shout out to Savant.
birthday,
Happy
Savant.
birthday, brother. Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday.
gang.
W's in the chat for Savant's birthday. You don't have to put your age, but W's in the chat. The Septahong. I brought that one up before. Hong Diesel.
Hong Diesel. Hong Dust.
40
Hong
days.
Morpheus.
One thing I need y'all to do is go like and subscribe
Please.
right now.
Shout out to the
Go
boy
do that for
Lowe's.
us.
Shout out to Lowe's. 2 Hong to Fierce. All right, let's get to it, man.
Lowe's, what up, Brody?
I was hoping that actually no, I gotta do Kalshi. My apologies.
do
Big shout out to our presenting partner at Kalshi. You guys already know what it is. Trade on real life events, pretty much anything, sports, culture, politics. You name it, it's pretty much there. Even GTA 6 is on there. Use promo code Baja. New users that deposit $100 get a $10 credit, man. And obviously you get to trade against me, Theo, and Ray and Charlie, man. It's nice and easy. You can try to take our money. W to Kalshi, man. Make sure you guys go sign up, support the show. Subscribe, as Ray said, man. Only about 30% of you guys subscribe, so make sure you guys hit subscribe, man. We're going to keep bringing you guys this great content. Now, big shout out to Oasis as well. You guys already know what it is. Peach mango, blue raspberry, strawberry kiwi, all natural. It's just good for you, man. Well, I wouldn't say all energies are good for you, but check it out for yourself. We love it. We
Blue
love it.
raspberry, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blue
Yeah,
raspberry.
Strawberry kiwi.
All right, man. All right, guys. All right, let's get to it, man. I was hoping Charlie was here for this, but he'll add his commentary. Let's play the tricking clip, please.
I'm on the red cup early.
All right, Hennessy, you a sweet one. You a freak, you a demon. I'm just one more body. I don't really mean nothing. What's your name? You fine as hell. You said what?
You're cute and all. You would have gotten my number, but the way you came at me is like,
But I ain't really mean nothing. That was a song. It was gonna. You like that, man? Hey, whatever she gonna get, let me just put it on mine.
okay, sounds good.
What you getting?
Some glasses.
Some glasses?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's
all right.
better.
All right, cool. Okay. My name Hubert. They call me Hubie though for short. What's your
Alright,
name?
we starting over.
What's your name?
Leslie.
Leslie. Okay. All right. All right, Leslie.
Alright, let me get your number now.
Oh, now you want my number?
Yeah.
Now you speaking English.
Yeah.
You was speaking Spanish earlier. I ain't know what the fuck you was saying.
Okay, well, that's
You want my
better.
number?
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Hold up.
I'm gonna just get that bag over there, too.
What part?
Okay. That bag over there?
What bag?
Can I get that bag, too?
Which bag? The big black one?
I mean, if I could get that big
If you get the big black bag, I got something else that's big and back for you.
All right, so skid or not, this definitely happens. How y'all feeling about this? I go, look at Ray. Put the camera on Ray.
Oh,
Hey, look.
hey man,
That tone changed real quick, didn't it?
the man just got put in the trick bag.
Yeah, you got put in that bag real quick. Appreciate you, gang. Got to get a little ice. I'm on red cups early today.
Yeah, how y'all feel? How y'all feeling, chat? Tell us.
Talk to us, chat. What y'all thinking?
I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. Put it to you like this. We all know these things happen. We all know, guys go out there, purchase a bag or two, You do that. You done that. You done it before, hung. Don't say hell.
I've never done that.
Yeah, whatever.
I've never done that.
Whatever.
I don't have NBA
But anyway,
money.
I'm just saying, like, that's how it goes, man. These women like nice things. I was just in the Gucci store with my wife.
That's your wife, though.
But that's
a
the
different
thing.
conversation.
Yeah,
That's your wife.
That's true.
If it's
My
your girl,
take
your
care
wife,
of my girl for sure.
Yeah.
that's different. But we talking about someone that you just met just
My
for the
girlfriend,
number?
not girl. But she
Somebody you trying to
knocked
get
it
the
off.
number, and you got the number because you bought her some glasses, and then she turned around and said, well, can I get a bag too? I'd have walked out the store.
I would have walked the stuff for sure.
Do me a favor. Don't call that number.
Crazy.
Don't call that number.
I mean, with today's money and crypto and everything, it's kind of fucked up the game for sure for a lot of people. But it is what it is. It's a little crazy. No. Listen, Andre Johnson. I ain't never tricked for no girl, bro. That's the reality of the
Talk your
situation.
shit, huh?
I ain't never tricked for no girl. No,
Talk
I
your
bought
shit,
I bought a bag for my girl and shit. That's a different conversation. but
Respectfully.
I ain't tricking for nothing.
Respectfully.
No, we haven't done the calls yet. We can do that right now. Shout out to Young Reek. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Angelo. Shout out to Star. I seen the Kari in the chat. Dirty Triller. J Mac. Wow, CV just called me Tricky Hong.
Tricky Hong.
Fuck CV, yo. Fuck CV. Shout out to Angelo. Shout out to JVC from the Philippines. Shout out to Petty League. Shout out to JT Dozier. Who else we got? Shout out to Jigga Man. Mikey Mickey. Shout out to you. Shout out to AZ's Finest. I don't believe I've seen Mike Onassis. There's some O'Darius. If you're in the chat, you always say I don't shout you out. Shout out to O'Darius. Shout out to Ant Spence.
That nigga said you be giving out fortune cookies.
I might have done that. If that's considered tricking, I've done
That
that.
is pretty funny.
That is fucking
That might have happened for sure. The fortune cookies, that's within the budget, bro. Shout out to King Beyond the Wall. Shout out to Goldmouth. Shout out to Calvin. I already said shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Swift Paper. What's up to every single one of y'all? Shout out to Black Bean Burger. Shout out to Cam the Goat. Shout out to G Rich. Hit Different 88. We hear BBL Hong. Shit, man. All right, man. Kuminga is out as well. We gonna talk about that. Let's talk about something that Ray and Theo can speak about. We obviously talked about what happened between Luka and Dennis, but it's reported he's called Dennis a bitch pretty much for the last 3 or 4 games he played. That's what's been reported. That happens, you're going to have to see me at some point, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you can't keep calling me out my name. Bitch is one of the worst things you can call a person.
This guy put Chinese
Look
letters in the
at
chat.
fucking CV,
He
bro.
put Chinese letters in the chat. Characters.
TV, man,
You gotta
you racist even when your back hurt. Even when your back hurt. That's crazy.
That is insane.
Hey, yo, fuck CV, man.
CV, what did you just type out at home? Translate.
Bro, I can't read. Do you know how many characters there are in Chinese?
Home, translate.
Fuck you, Theo. That's what I wrote up.
What it was? Okay, you're probably right. I gotta believe you.
But yeah, if you call him a player a bitch every game, you gonna have to see him eventually.
Come on, man. Listen, dog. I told you that. I said this before. You have to understand. Dennis Schroder isn't playing well. He's not playing good basketball right now. He's struggling. And if you do this, you poke a bear. What they say about poking a bear, the motherfucker keep fucking with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. You keep calling somebody, listen,
I don't
as
care.
a grown man, that B word.
Can't keep calling me that. You can't call me that one time. Do you did it multiple times?
Ray,
can't.
let the people
You
know
gonna have to see, Ray.
how Raymond Felton was as an athlete. Were you a crash out back in the day?
I wasn't a crash out, but I will crash out. If that makes sense.
Nah, Ray, you compose.
I'm a type of guy. I give you respect. I'm gonna give everybody respect, regardless of who it is.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you respect. But if you start calling me a bitch and this and that,
Yeah.
I ain't with it.
Yeah.
I'm just not with it.
But you can talk shit about your game, though, right?
We can talk shit all day. I'm with that. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
But when
You
you
can
get
talk. You
personal-
can say I'm trash. You can say all of that. None of that gonna bother me. I ain't gonna want to fight you for it.
Yep.
That's cool. But then when you say you bitch ass nigga, that's different. That's fight words. Anywhere. I don't care where we at. That's fight words anywhere.
When you like, I'm cooking you.
Yeah,
'Cause
you a
sometimes
bum.
can't say nothing.
You a bum. All this and that. That's cool. We can talk, jump back and forth. But the moment you say you a B,
Yeah,
that's different.
gotta see you.
I got a child.
You.
I got multiple kids.
If you mention kids,
Gotta fight.
If you mention family, if you call me out of my name, that's where it's like, all right, bro, you're taking it to another level.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'm a
But
man
being in the
first.
brotherhood, do people really get personal like that for real?
Some people, I mean,
Yeah.
it might be some personal vendettas out there for sure.
But generally, people aren't getting disrespectful like that, right? Because it's a
I've
brotherhood.
never
man.
really had any altercations where it's been like getting disrespectful. Because for me, I just talk shit about the game, right? If you get mad at that, then that's where you got to work on your mental a little bit. If I can take you out your game by just talking to you about the game of basketball,
Yeah.
that's tough. You know what I'm saying? But when you calling somebody a bitch, oh,
Somebody talking about the prime example, Melo and KG.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
Were you on the team when that happened?
Yeah.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
We
You
talked
said that.
about
You
this.
said that. For the people who ain't heard it though, right?
Listen, I don't know what was said. All I know, it had to be something disrespectful, and the man didn't want to play basketball no more.
But he wanted
Y'all
to
lost
see
that
him.
game
Yeah. I think
because
so.
he wasn't there no more.
No, Melo didn't play basketball no more. I'm serious.
He
It's
didn't
over
care-
with. No,
he didn't care about the
he
game.
didn't. I don't even know if he took a shot after that. No, I'm dead ass, bro. I don't know if Melo took a shot after that.
No,
You
they
know,
won.
I don't know. We won the game?
Actually, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I don't
The
know
next
about that.
the next time you guys played, you guys
Yeah.
won. Yeah.
I don't know what KG said, you know. Shout out to KG.
Charlie,
That's my
look,
OG,
CZ just
my
said
dog. Shout out to Melo, that's my brother. You know, I don't know what happened in that incident, but all I know, it was bad. And it had to be very disrespectful because, who boy?
But they reported what it said.
Well, what?
Is that Lala tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios?
That's personal.
yeah, for sure. But
That's my wife.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's
my
what was
wife.
reported. What was said.
You telling me my wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios? We got to fight.
We got to.
What are we talking about?
We have to.
You know,
What was Melo like when he got in the locker room?
I didn't see him. He wasn't in the locker
Didn't
room.
see him.
He wasn't in the locker room.
He waited outside
Couldn't
by the
find
bus
him.
and everything.
Melo was at their locker room trying to get in their locker room.
And then
It
he
was
waited.
on site.
And then
So
he
we
waited by the
had to,
bus.
so we
right?
had to leave our locker room to go get him. So it was all of us over there, all of them. So finally we got him away. That man literally went back, put on a sweatsuit. He didn't even put on his regular clothes. He had them bring him a sweatsuit.
So he could get directly there.
Sweatsuit and went straight. I don't even know if he took a shower.
Yeah.
And then he waited at the bus, right?
Went by the side of the bus.
Yeah.
I got to have a conversation with
Nah, ain't no conversation at that point.
He's swinging.
You that mad, you don't want to talk. There's no
no-
talking right now. Me and you we gotta throw some blows.
Yeah.
Whether I win or not, we got to. I can't go home, talk to my wife, and you just told me she tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. I have to fight you.
you. Yeah.
Even if you beat me up, I gotta fight you.
Yeah.
No.
I gotta see you.
No,
Gotta see you.
heard you.
Heard you.
I'm definitely on that.
All right.
Nah, but
So-
you know, those guys are older now, grown past that. You know, that's in the past. Things are said in the heat of the moment, and some things you regret. You know, I don't think KG would say that again. You know, because as guys who have mutual respect for each other with the game, nobody really wants to disrespect anybody on that level. You know, I think when you're mad, you heated. Sometimes you say things that you regret later on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think KG would do that if he had to do it again. You know, I think he would talk shit because KG, that's what he do. He don't give a damn. He gonna talk shit. But I don't think he would say that specific thing again. I don't think he would because I don't think he meant it to go like that.
sure.
But you got to know, speaking of the man family, anything like that it's gonna go bad.
No, you gotta see me.
Yeah. They got to take CV phone.
Hey.
Lala, go get CV's phone
What
right
did he-
now.
What did he say now?
Still talking in Chinese.
No, I got it. Also, let me address one thing real quick. Angelo, we all fucked up. The Cavs did their thing. That was a bad trade on our part. I apologize on behalf of our whole crew.
1,000%.
That was a bad trade on us. But we're going to talk about our next
No, we're going to address that, though.
We're going to address that. We got Don on the docket. We're going to talk about that. Peter, pull up the link I just sent you. Y'all can't ask me to read. There's over 100,000 characters.
What does that mean, though,
There's 100,000 characters in the Chinese alphabet.
Explain it. I'm on the red cup, so we're going to be very direct. Are you Chinese, my nigga?
So
I am
you-
Chinese and Vietnamese.
Okay, so
you saying you don't understand it?
Why are you?
Fuck
why is
no.
it outlandish for me to ask you? To
Because there's
translate?
100,000 characters, bro.
He don't understand. That's all it is. That's what he's saying.
Bro, I grew up in Canada, bro. I didn't grow up in China. My first language is Cantonese, but I
Okay,
never.
so are you
read.
Canadian or Cantonese?
I am Chinese,
Okay,
Canadian,
so why are you
Vietnamese.
putting the knees if you can't understand the goddamn knees part?
The knees part is crazy.
It's
I need you to
crazy,
understand
bro.
the knees
Understand
so
the
we
knees.
can understand what
Crazy.
the fuck CB is saying.
There's
CB
26
saying-
letters in the English alphabet. Come on, guys. There's over
Okay,
100,000.
what ones do you know?
Charlie, stop.
I know up to 10 in
Lala,
the
take
Chinese
his
thing.
phone.
Lala, go get this man phone, bro.
Yeah.
This man.
Hey, could you imagine for every single word there's a letter?
He said,
character
"Home got
in the
no
English language?
knees."
Nah, that's crazy though.
Charlie fry you.
What do you mean, Hong
He
got no
said you
knees?
ain't got no
What
knees.
the fuck is he talking about, bro?
Fry you.
Hey, Charlie, why don't you get up and pull up to the show?
Dead. He said you ain't got no back.
They say you broke back mountain.
Talk
His
about it.
back blown out last night or some shit, yo.
Yeah. Fry his ass, huh? Fry his ass, huh? He can't even speak for himself.
No. Charlie's that's my partner. I'm
Nah,
just
cook
talking
that
shit.
nigga.
That's my partner.
That's my partner.
That's my partner.
I got baby knees. He still going in on you, bro.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all love. All right, man. Let's get to it. Our Kalshi pick sucked yesterday. I apologize on the chat. I really thought Philadelphia was going to
all
win.
good.
But Dom went supernova. But let's get to it. I'm going to pull up my phone because there's so many games.
It's only 4.
No, we going to do the football picks.
There's only 4 games.
Yeah, I know. But I was making a graphic for each one of them. We're going to go through them,
Yeah,
each
it's only
one.
4.
We're going to go through each one of them. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's
get
go.
it.
Pro football playoffs. Buffalo at Denver. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Just straight up. Who you got?
I got Buffalo. I got Buffalo winning that one. I personally feel like Denver is gonna have that law of not playing last week. They're gonna ease into this thing, and what's the name? Buffalo's. They're ready to play, man.
Ray, who you got?
I got Denver.
You got Denver?
I got Denver, man. For some reason, that young boy,
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, he don't fold under pressure. You know, he wins a lot of games when they're tight and at the end. And I think it's going to be one of those games because Denver has a good defense. And I think that if the game is tight, he one of those young kids that really don't fold under pressure. He win a lot of games down the
They've won a
stretch.
lot of close games.
I would
will
sit
give
this
you
one
that.
out.
So,
It's about 100 on each side.
yeah.
If you put money on Buffalo, it's $104 on $100.
I'm gonna go with
You
the
put
Denver
money on
Broncos.
Denver, you got to put 118 to make 100. It's not bad, but I'm gonna sit this out. I don't know
Ooh,
about
the
Theo.
San Fran Seattle one, you can have a come up.
Yeah, the San Fran Seattle one. That's the next one on the list.
Ray, you put in 100, you get a 352 payout.
On who?
San Fran.
San Fran ain't gonna beat them. Seattle, they play in Seattle.
You make
right?
250. They playing in Seattle. But
Because it's Kittle.
Christian
Ain't-
McCaffrey
Ain't Kittle
different.
out?
Yeah, but Christian
Christian was on demon
McCaffrey
time.
been balling.
Is Kittle out?
Yeah, he's
Kittle's out.
Yeah, they in trouble.
No,
Kittle's
man.
a beast.
Oh no.
Seattle's good, bro.
So hold
Seattle's
up.
really good. I'm not saying they
That
not.
was, they got one of the best receivers in the
I'm
league.
not saying they not.
That's the kid that came from Ohio State.
You,
But
but if you
as
put
Daisy Finest
but
just
if,
said,
but if you put 50, you make one. You get 126. It's not a bad. That's a low payout.
as AZ Finest just said,
That's it.
Sam Darnold, he's a little tricky in the playoffs.
He a little tricky in the playoffs.
He's a little tricky.
So y'all, I
I'm
think the
going
San
Niners,
Fran.
man.
I'm going Niners.
I'm going
I'm
Niners.
going
Niners?
Niners too.
All
Chat,
right,
what y'all
if I
think?
lose-
Niners?
If I lose my money, I'm on your head.
I'm going Niners on that.
Hey man,
You hear me on Cocaine Pete? I'm on their head.
hey man, I'm going Niners. I didn't tell you to go Niners.
Rams in Chicago.
We got
Rams.
We all pick Rams, so we got to go Rams.
186 for a hundo's not bad. That's not a bad one. I don't think Seattle wins that game. I mean, sorry, Chicago. I don't think
Yeah,
Chicago wins
I'll
that
go
game.
Rams on that. New England, Houston's a tough one.
New England,
New
Houston.
England and Houston is a tough one.
I didn't watch the game at all, so
Because
I have no idea.
ultimately, Houston's defense is elite. Elite. But they got my boy Drake May over there. Shout out to the Tar Heels.
Shout out to Tar Heels.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Drake. They playing in New England.
They finna fry us in the chat for that one.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Why? Y'all,
Because they already been saying it in the chat.
y'all took an L yesterday. It is what it is.
Of course. We
It
took
happens
an L.
in the years.
We took an L versus SMU, and I was
Yeah,
at the game.
I got New England, man.
Did you go to the game? You wouldn't go to the game, did you?
No, he was supposed to be there.
SMU,
Don't
that's
know
what
why
I'm
he
saying.
didn't go.
Thank God. I'm losing. I'm being embarrassed.
Hey, this is all I'll say, right?
What game we just looked at?
We just like
49ers, Seattle. Payout like that.
the payout's not bad. I would only put a 50 piece. I with a little return. But make sure you guys use promo code BAHA.
Gotta use the promo
Code BAHA. First time signups, man. Support your boys, man. Make sure you use promo code BAHA. All right, man. Let's get to it. Don't worry, Peter. Take your time with the pictures. You can pull up the graphic in a little bit. Jaylen Brown came out and said that refs just picked favorites and picked the players they like. How y'all feel about the statement?
Who do that?
Jaylen Brown said that refs just give calls to players they like.
I don't know about that.
You don't agree with that?
I wouldn't say the players they like. I think it is guys that have figured it out. I mean, he might be on to something, to be honest with you.
This is
You gotta
exactly.
think the guys who don't really bitch like that get calls.
You ready for this?
But Luka get a lot of calls too, though. He whine all the time.
Luka's a superstar. There's superstar calls.
Yeah.
You know that. So the exact statement is, I'm just pulling that up right here, is I do the same thing that they do. They just pick and choose who they like to call on it. That's the part that pisses me off. It should be everybody should just get reffed evenly and consistently. But it seems like there's an agenda where some guys, they choose to call certain fouls. For some guys, they don't. So I don't know what goes into that decision making. But it's kind of clear that certain guys on certain teams, certain markets, or certain profiles get preferential treatment versus others when it should just be basketball. Now, what I would say, though, is he's in a big market team.
Yeah.
So he kind of probably benefits from it. But I don't know.
Let me ask you a question, and this is a question for the chat. And chat needs your opinion on this. And Ray, when it comes to reffing, do you think people should get officiated differently, or you think it should be even?
It probably should be even, but we know that's not the case. Certain guys gonna get certain calls, and you're not. That's what it is. Is that fair? No, but that's the way it's always been.
This is my thing.
That's what it is. LeBron is gonna get certain calls that give me a small forward / 4-man. Let me think. Aaron Gordon.
Yes.
He probably don't get a lot of calls.
I'm just saying, LeBron is going to get calls that Aaron Gordon is not going to get.
Yes.
But
What
but LeBron also doesn't get calls that normal people get too, because he is so physically imposing.
That was where I was going to go with it. So when you got the Brons, the Zions, the Giannis's, the Jokic, the Embiids, if we actually called it even, you could call a foul every time they go to the basket, every single play. If you really think about it, you could call a foul if those guys played like Shea or did the same move Shea does, they would have a foul called every single play. So I think it is, you have to ref the players. And I think that's what they do. If I'm reffing Giannis, I'm not giving Giannis
Every call.
Like, there's some things I'm not letting Giannis get because I'm like, my nigga, this happens to you, you're running downhill,
Every time.
running through people the whole game.
I agree with that.
Sometimes there's nothing they can do. Sometimes I'm going to need you to play through that. Because at the end of the day, you are physically imposing and you are physically gifted that you should be able to finish that. There's one thing that I hate, and this is straight judgment. There's one thing I do respect that refs do. If it's a foul that they see that they know they missed, and if they miss it, they call it.
Yeah.
I don't really mind that. Because sometimes it's like, all right, let's just move on. We know you got fouled, my nigga, but let's just.
No, it should be and one. I don't agree with that. It should be an and one if it's and one.
Sometimes I feel like, look, bro, that was an easy play. He hit you late. Oh, move the fuck on. But I don't think you can ref everybody the same way.
I'll say this, and people are gonna call me biased.
You can't ref Tyrese Maxey and fucking Giannis the same way.
No, you can't.
It's not possible.
You can't.
I'll say this, and people are gonna say me biased. Steph Curry gets hacked on almost every screen. His jersey's being held. He's being held. If they did that, then we'd have no game. Everybody would be fouled out. So I don't think you can ref everybody the same, but I do think there needs to be some consistency. So I don't know what that looks like. I never played in the league, so yeah, it's kind of tough. That's a tough topic.
Yeah, because one of the things too is like, when you guard a guy like Giannis and Bron, if you don't hit them first, you're losing.
You lost.
No, yeah, not losing. You're lost. It's over. You're gonna get your head ducked on.
You're lost.
So at that point, I multiple times guys like, man, damn, what do you want me to do?
All right, I'm done trading.
How do I guard someone if I can't touch them?
Would you guys prefer a more physical game?
Yes.
Like let's say like
I do.
Do you remember when Zebo and Perkins went to the ref, that viral clip, and said, "Yo, don't call nothing. Let me and him battle it out."
Mm-hmm.
Would you prefer that, or where you get basically almost no calls unless they basically hack your arm off, or would you prefer ticky-tack?
As long as I can do the same thing on the other end, I'm cool with that. I was the type of player I was anyway. I wanted to be physical. So cool, let's do it. Just don't call it on me.
For sure.
You know?
Don't call it.
Don't call it on me.
People hate this. I don't mind that they ref the way they do the regular season and different in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, you got to earn that shit to me. You got it. Like the playoffs are supposed to be the best of the best. You got to show that you are the best team, and you are the best player in the world in the playoffs. You got to go through it. Every game is going to be ref differently. There's a bunch of things that you have to deal with over the course of a series. I don't mind the way it is. I don't think the whole season should be playoff basketball, because then it could be real nasty. You know what I'm saying? It could get guys will get hurt more.
Some injuries.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more.
But that's what it was
injuries.
like in Ray's day.
Maybe even
Y'all
Ray,
used to.
It started before my time.
But y'all used to fight to be a higher seed. That used to matter a lot.
Oh yeah, when I first got in the league, it was crazy.
It doesn't matter
But the
anymore.
league was so different then because the league was you had real bigs then. I'm not saying the bigs are not bigs now. The bigs now are more skilled as far as they can put the ball on the floor, they handle, they shoot threes. Back then, bigs was you gonna run this floppy.
Yep.
You gonna pop out. You gonna throw me this ball on this box.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you don't, all right, young fella, I'm screening shit for you. I ain't calling on screens out for you. Why you think you gonna pick up full court and these big old 7-foot dude come in here solid and you just hit boom? All that stuff matters. You had to feed your big man when I first came in the league.
The game was so much slower back then.
It was.
It was so much slower.
There wasn't a lot of points. Like, we were scoring 80, 90 points, and that was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was a lot of points.
Yes.
They scoring 80, 90 points in the first half now. I've seen somebody that has 75, 80 points in the first half, bro.
Yeah, you're just not playing at that fast of a speed. And like, now they are flying up and down the court. Like, if you don't play fast, like if you watch games now, that ball go through the hoop, the coach is like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. And that's what made Carolina different, because we was one of them teams that if you ain't getting back, we gone.
I'm laying that ball up before
you know what I'm saying?
it.
So like now everybody's doing that. So you got to find different ways to attack teams, different ways to, and the Celtics have traditionally the past, I would say, probably 3-4 years, they've been the worst at getting the free throw line, but also they shoot the most threes. You know what I'm saying? They're not really getting to the paint and trying to draw fouls. Most of their game is going to the paint, collapsing the defense, and then kicking it out for threes. So in that aspect, they are kind of a product of what they built themselves. Mm-hmm. They're not used to them going to the basket trying to draw. Only person really think about it. Who on their team really getting to the cup, getting the basket? Him. And JT. That's it.
Payton's more of a breakdown.
Yeah, he's shooting threes.
He's shooting threes. Anthony's shooting threes.
Yeah, everybody else is trying to get separation to get a three up.
Jordan Walsh, he's
a cutter. He's a slasher.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
But he ain't getting the ball unless he get a corner three
or he's slashing. Yeah,
backdoor cut or some shit.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think. I think that's pretty accurate.
I do agree, Jaylen Brown. He's a very physically imposing guy because he goes to the paint. He is seeking contact every time he goes to the paint. So at that point, you got to understand you're not gonna get every call.
I don't feel like. So I use an example. I don't feel like there's a lot of players like Corey Maggette now.
What you mean?
Corey Maggette used to try
He
to get to the
lived at
line,
the line.
every single time. Like he was trying to run through you.
He wasn't taking no jump shot.
That's the thing. I don't
Just
feel
get
like
to that free throw line.
I don't feel like there's a lot of players like that anymore that literally just try to run through you or try to get contact and get to the line a lot.
Giannis?
I think you can't cheat.
Well, Giannis ain't trying to get to the line, but he trying to run to
More
you.
like wings. I don't feel like we have a lot of wings like that anymore.
Just real physical like that?
Real physical, bully you, try to get to the. I mean, it's a different game today. I'm not saying it needs to be,
You
but
really just can't.
Nah.
You can't bank on the refs every night. That's such a hard game to perfect. Like if your game is predicated, oh, I'm gonna just get to the line 12 times. You gonna struggle, bro.
are you?
I feel, bro. It's not.
I'm thinking like a guy like DeMar. Obviously, his pump fakes, but his whole thing and Harden, their whole thing was get to the line, which that was 7 years ago.
But that wasn't going through people.
Yeah, it was getting to the line
It was
skillfully.
more skill, yeah. Like skillfully, they know. All right, right here when I get to the paint, he's gonna try. I don't know how James did it. I don't know how DeMar did it. Like we literally, when we played DeMar DeRozan when I was in the league, you get a fine if you reach, because that ball gonna be right there in front of you. And if you're gonna want to reach for it because I'm like, damn, I feel like I could take it. No Diddy. That was a pause.
That
That
was a
was
big
crazy.
pause.
That was insane. I'm
Like, I
glad
could
Stevie's
take it.
not
It's
here.
crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Next topic.
yeah, we definitely don't see those type of players because it's so different now, right? That is a whoa, but we'll move on.
No Diddy.
Hey, yo. Relax.
Hey.
Yo. Yeah, that was. Yo, Mr. Krabs.
All right, let's get to it. Kyrie Irving, man. It's been reported that he has been medically cleared to report after All-Star break.
You the GM of the Mavs. You playing him?
Nope. Sit down.
Why?
Why am I playing him?
If AD comes back, you don't want to try?
Oh, here we go.
AD's not coming back.
I think AD's going to be traded, but if AD's still on the roster and he's back in 6 weeks, you guys aren't going to at least see what it looks like?
Where they at in the standings?
I think they're about 4 or 5 games out of a play-in. I'm going to double check.
No. You should just say 4 or 5 games out of the play-in. Not playoffs. Play-in.
They're 3 games. They're
Absolutely
3 games
not
out.
playing. I do not let Kyrie Irving step on this floor.
But if he's ready, though.
Let's just say
He's medically ready. He's not ready.
let's say
I think
they
he's ready, but that's my opinion.
let's say they fuck around and trade people. Are you gonna put them out there with expiring contracts, young guys?
No, I meant if they keep the same roster.
No. Let them go, bro.
So you're just sitting Kai for the whole
Let 'em go.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think Kai wants to hoop?
He do.
No, I think he does,
He
but
can
I think
practice
he's
every day.
okay watching what's going on the floor.
He
Be
can
like,
practice
all
every
right,
day.
We ain't playing for a fucking. This can give Kai a couple more years.
Sitting out this will give him a couple more years.
And no wear and tear. You getting healthy. You working on your game.
Getting all the way healthy. Getting
You
that leg
get
strong.
all the way healthy.
Getting that leg all the way strong.
You know
Then
what I'm
have
saying?
a whole
So, like-
full summer of training and hooping to get yourself ready to go into that
Nah,
season.
bro. I'm not letting them play.
Does that make that big of a difference? Is taking the extra time to obviously you got to get healthy and then building on that. Speak about that.
To me, I never had that type of injury, so I can't really speak on that level. But for what I see and what I think, like taking that, because you coming back, your team ain't really, on the bubble of can we make the playoffs? Can we? We don't know. Maybe some trades. You're gonna be playing with a bunch of young guys. Is it smart to bring Kyrie Irving back, coming off that type of injury, when you may be either tanking or not playing for anything? What's the purpose to bring him back? Because he loves to play? We all know that. Play and practice. Get your reps up. Continue to strengthen your leg. Stay off that. Because once you're in the game, you're in full throttle. Y'all not cutting in the way Kyrie plays. I just don't think it's smart right now when you're not even sure that you're going to be playing meaningful basketball when the season is over.
So if you guys are 2 games out or 3 games out and there's 25 games left, you guys are sitting him out still. That's the question, because I agree with you. Like, if you need to get right, you need to get right, and you're better off for next year. But if you're 2 or 3 games out and there's 25 games left, you guys are sitting him out for sure.
If it's 2 or 3 games, that's a different
Yeah,
conversation.
it's cold as shit in here.
Peter, can you change the AC, please?
Yeah.
God damn.
God damn. We put that bit on Antarctica.
That shit just hit me. I was like, where shit come from?
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think so either. I don't even think if it's 2 or 3 games, bro.
You're still sitting him out.
Kyrie's not getting traded. Just to let you. He's not leaving Dallas. That's not happening. But I don't play him this year. This is not a team to win anything. They're not winning anything this year.
You got to think about that, too.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You want Kyrie to be on the team when you have a chance to win something.
But then they really
That's
need
the
to
type of
tank
talent
them.
he is.
Because they're only going to get like, if it falls, probably an 8th pick. I need a top 5 pick in this draft.
You need a top 5 pick in the draft.
I need Caleb Wilson.
Yes.
Or I need, I don't know if Cam Boozer is good for the Mavs. I haven't really thought about it.
This is my thing. And this is what I would do. I would let the season go, do what you want to do, let Cooper develop, keep getting better. I'm keeping the team.
Cooper got hurt yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, Coop got hurt and Gafford got hurt. Shit's cooked.
God damn, both of them.
I'm letting the shit go, and then at the end of the day, I would use that top 5 pick. If it's somebody you love, take them. I don't care. But at the same time, I think you could get somebody really good with the top 5 pick this year.
You can.
I think you can make a trade for a win-now player with the top 5 picks this year.
I don't think they're going to do that, though, Theo.
No, I don't think they will either.
They're gonna pick
I'm
a
not
top.
saying they will. I just said this is what I would do.
They're going to develop somebody with, like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get someone like Caleb or AJ or Darren, whatever, that looks like you get a top 5 pick, you're in good shape for the next 10 years, I think.
D-Lo, what is? Damn, I ain't even been seeing D-Lo. D-Lo,
No, he over there. I need
He
to
just
hit
not playing?
I need to text my guy today, make sure he good.
Yeah, I haven't really
He
seen
just
him
not
either.
playing at all?
Oh, he just called you Diddy Pinson. It's crazy.
Man, come back talking crazy.
Let me
Nigga
see.
behind.
He's behind. He probably just took a little nap.
Yeah, D-Lo been gone.
D'Lo hasn't played for the last 2 games.
Has it been just 2?
Just 2. He had his last game he played was on the 10th, so call it 5 days ago. He had 8 points on 4 of 10 shooting and 4 assists. He's not hurt though, is he? No, he's not injured.
No, he's not hurt.
No, he's not.
He just ain't playing. They're just playing on the young guys, bro. Just let it go. It's cool. Keep AD. I mean,
Cam Boozer is not another Paolo. We ain't doing that. He's a good player, but
wrap him in some bubble wrap for the summer.
Orlando ain't been the same since France got hurt, though. That's all I'm going to say.
They've been winning.
Let's talk about it.
They've been winning.
Who been winning?
The Magic.
No.
they're 22 and 18.
They've been ass.
It's a lot of losses.
No, they're about 500.
Oh shit! Wemby cut his hair off.
Yeah, when we cut his hair off,
That nigga went monk.
he's about to go crazy.
Oh, it's about to be over.
I did see that picture.
Where's the picture?
Wemby went monk on y'all
I
ass.
need the picture.
No, he went to Monk.
He was inspired by CV. Bald head ass.
Let me see if Peter, I'll send you the picture. I'll send you the tweet, Peter.
Wow. Shout out to Wemby, man.
So quickly for you guys as well, before we get to the Wemby picture, we will address the college bus. Did you guys see that? I just saw it. We got to talk about it. Peter's going to post the
college
picture first.
29 players?
No, I think there's a bunch of teams and players. 26 charged in connection with rigging college basketball games as part of an FBI investigation. So we'll break that down after we show the Wemby picture. Peter, you good?
What?
I just sent it.
Y'all look at Wemby, dog.
He's been training with the Monks.
Yeah, bro. He saw CV, dog. He saw it. He understands it now.
All right. Wemby understands it now. All right, let's get to it. So, federal prosecutors charged 26 people in alleged point shaving schemes. We'll go into it. The teams that are involved allegedly are Alabama State, Western Michigan University, Butler, ooh, that's a name, Butler, St. John's, Tulane, East Carolina, McNeese State, Nicholls State, St. Louis University, Duquesne, LaSalle, Fordham, Sunny Buffalo, I guess, I don't know if it's actually Sunny, Kent State, Ohio University, Georgetown, and DePaul.
And this is what? They are getting
It's point shaving.
They were point shaving.
That's what it says.
The players.
The scheme proved to be lucrative. We allege that there's some in the CBA, in the Chinese Basketball Association. That's how it first kind of got found. That's what they're saying. The bribes range between $10,000 and $30,000 per game. That is a lot of money for a college kid if you're not getting like a big deal like AJ DeBanza. That might be worth it for some kids. I'm not saying you should, but that might be worth it for some people. You do 10 games, you might be all right.
Shit.
Because if you're playing for Alabama State, most likely you're not going to the league.
Yeah, you're not making no bread for sure.
So, just saying, it's nasty. So the scheme initially unfolded when former Chicago Bulls player Antonio Blakeney. Do you guys even know who this is? I don't
Yes,
know.
Antonio Blakeney was a guy.
Allegedly colluded with professional sports bettors Marvis Fairley and Shane Hennon to fix Chinese Basketball Association games.
He tried to fix games in China?
You still get bread? On Kalshi, you can trade on Chinese pro basketball. I promise you.
No, but why would he do that in China? He got to come back.
No. I mean, that's not. I don't think it's a law. I won't even speak on that. I won't even speak on that.
We're talking about money is money. Yeah, jail is jail. How about that?
Jail is jail. What is going on with these kids?
This is not a Kalshi segment. I'm just saying you can trade on CBA on Kalshi. That's all I'm saying. You can make bread on that shit.
That is
The
crazy.
Somebody said money is money, Theo.
No, what I'm trying to figure
money is
out,
money, but
this
jail
man
is jail.
is trying to collude with people in China and fix Chinese games.
And Chinese jails are different.
Yeah,
too.
that's a little different. And you a nigga.
Especially for Americans.
Yeah. And he black.
Hey, yo, me and Theo were supposed to go to China 2 years ago.
Yeah,
shit
that was
hilarious.
crazy. we
We were about to go to China.
We was that close. Fucking home passport.
Hey, but no, it wasn't that. It was timing. Remember EYBL?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were.
We
That's
would have been in
crazy.
Xiamen, bro. That would have been crazy. That would have been an experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so, I mean, it's tough to judge any of these guys because I don't know the situation, but yeah, it's getting real spooky now. It's 29 games that were fixed, so Ray's right on the number.
Yes, nigga.
17 different teams.
Stars talking about you scared of jail? Yes, I do not want to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
Fuck.
I think Star maybe done a bid before.
Star, you been to jail before?
He said,
think Star's
get
done a
that
bid
bread
before.
and do that bid. Yeah,
Hey,
all right.
no.
I like my life outside of those bars, buddy.
I do not want to be behind bars.
He
I
said,
enjoy freedom.
Star said he did 9 years.
Damn, Star.
Started 9 years. Hey, Steve, you better pay Star his money, bro.
Yeah.
You better pay Star his
CV,
money,
you better
bro.
leave Star alone,
you
buddy.
better pay that money, CV.
You better pay that money, CV.
You better go up, fuck around. stop
Damn,
fuck.
Big
You
Bank
better
said
get right.
Star told.
I don't got. I do not need to check in when I go to China. I do need to check in when I go to Memphis.
He
though.
said,
Said I
turn
turned my life around.
good, man. I'm glad you did, Star.
Proud of
glad
you,
you
Star. Hey, we appreciate you to the Baja
Yeah,
family. my
hey man,
boy.
we appreciate it. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. I didn't see that until Mr. Krabs put in the chat. But 29 games, 17 teams. I wonder how many players are actually involved. Your life might be fucked up.
Oh, shit. Y'all chill out.
Better watch out with Star now.
Y'all better watch out. Don't get shot, Big Bang.
Yeah,
Dang.
bro.
He said Star told. All right, we ain't doing that. We don't promote violence on the pod. I know I did it one time. My apologies, Burton. We don't promote violence on the pod. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. All right. To my my arch nemesis, as you guys say, Donovan Mitchell. Let's run the clips. That boy was cooking. That man was cooking yesterday. How much did he have? 37?
Cooked.
He cooked. Now, here's my thing with Don, right?
He had 9 at halftime.
This is what I'll say about Don, right? I think he's a great player.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think my beef with Don as a basketball player, not personally, is I just don't know if he has spots.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest thing with Don. I think I think that's what I realized.
Oh, my goodness.
Does he have spots, Theo, or
Yeah.
consistent shots
He got
goes
a lot
to?
of spots.
No, he got spots.
So
They like all around the
If he
court,
needed
though.
a basket, what is he going to?
That right
Going
there.
to his left, has he pull up.
That right there he just did.
Wherever the fuck he is.
Everything here I seen, and no disrespect, I'm not trying to say anything, was within the offense I saw. I didn't watch a game last night. Every clip we ran there was either in motion coming off
Listen.
screen.
Play the clips again.
Run the clips.
I don't know what you was watching.
Let's
That
watch
was
it.
not in the offense.
Don can get
Watch
to that
it.
shit, bro.
No, Don can. Look,
That's not no offense. That's getting a
He's
bucket.
coming off of
That's
curl.
on PG.
he's
That's
coming off
coming
a
up
curl. He's
pick.
coming downhill.
That's coming off a pick.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
That's one.
one-on-one.
The photo. That's one. That's
come
one.
here,
That's
nigga.
one. That's
Bag
one.
work.
Bag work right there.
That's in transition.
That's just a flare.
That's okay.
That's off the
There
dribble.
you go.
That's bag
another-
work. That's on PG.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
a great defender.
There,
That shoot
that
over
was,
a baby.
that was after a
Bang.
pass. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of it was coming within the flow. Sorry, not the offense, within the flow. Typically when I cut Don
What was that just now?
highlights, that was a pass.
You're
No,
supposed
the
to
one
play off
before
the
that.
floor,
I know
though.
you're supposed to have the flow, but I'm saying I typically when I watch Don play, I mean when I've cut highlights, don't see, Shea has his left baseline, left wing, gets to his spot on the mid range. Obviously he has, when he's coming off of a screen, he goes to the middle. He either takes a step back or gets to the floater. I see Don getting kind of buckets everywhere, and he was elite. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's my biggest thing with Don. I'm just trying to explain to everybody. He's like, I don't know if he has direct spots or like shots he goes to 3 or 4 places on the court when the game's on the line. That's my thing with Don. I realized.
I'm not rolling.
I don't say you have to roll.
I'm not rolling. My nigga is a bucket getter. He can score on every part of the floor. He can score in different facets, however you want it. Mid-range, 3, get to the cup. My man is literally a bona fide scorer. Do you understand, when I watched this game yesterday, the only difference to me was why they beat the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday.
Darius played well together.
Darius Garland and Evan Mobley played well. They came to the party. When you expect this from Don, right? You expect your stars to be stars. But you also need your 2 and 3 to handle their business also. Yesterday, the first half, Evan Mobley and Darius Garland were the best players on the floor. Don took them home. That's what it has to be sometimes.
And he did.
And he did. So that's my biggest thing with the Cavaliers right now. If anyone's inconsistent, it's Garland and Mobley. I need them to be more. And the problem is, Garland just got hurt again.
When? Last night?
Last night, he
got
hurt
hurt.
his foot
He
again.
left midway through the fourth?
Third quarter.
Third?
I think it was third
Third or
quarter.
fourth,
He hurt
yeah.
his foot again.
It was other foot, though. It's not the same foot. Be clear. Just so we're clear.
What is going on?
So with that being said, it has to, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, there's so much inconsistency with his next best guys. I think that's what makes OKC good. I think that's what makes Denver good. I think that's what made the Golden State Warriors good. That's what makes the Celtics good. The others were very consistent. You never had to worry about JB, Jaylen Brown. You never had to worry about Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant. You never had to worry about Jamal Murray when it came in the clutch. Fuck, Aaron Gordon was playing well when they won the championship. You never have to worry about what the fuck. And the thing with the Oklahoma City Thunder, they did it by committee. Just like how what's the first team that Golden State had that won it?
With Harrison,
Barnes
yeah,
and all those
they did by
guys.
committee, yeah.
They had so many guys that were capable of having a good night. That's what made they were good about committee. They need more from Mobley and they need consistency from Garland.
The one thing about that Golden State team, right?
The Hilton-ness from Garland.
About that Golden State team, and I think it's a very valid point, and it kind of builds my point. You're right. That team was so much get it done by committee, and then he brought Kevin Durant. But that's why a lot of people question Steph's legacy until he did 22. Because he wasn't undefinitively the best player on the court. Because Andre Iguodala won the finals, NBA Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes was having Clay. So a lot of people question Steph's if he's in that top 10 echelon.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he wasn't. He's in there now, but he has a conversation because he wasn't
I
undisputed
think
best
the
player.
biggest one was when Steph did not get that Finals MVP and Andre Iguodala did. That's a problem for the sole purpose of when you are the greatest, it shouldn't be a question that you get Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Like it should not be
I agree
a
with
real
that.
thought. It shouldn't be up in the air of who was the best player on that fucking team.
You knew Michael Jordan was going to get it.
Yeah.
You knew he was gonna get it. You knew Braun was gonna get it.
I feel like
who hit
Kyrie-
the big shot? Who hit the big shot in when Cleveland?
I think
2016?
Kyrie had a case for being the MVP as
Kyrie
well.
had a case, but you know for a fact You ain't getting there without LeBron James.
But you ain't winning that without Kyrie
For sure.
too.
They were both equal, but it was definitive. I think Steph got robbed for sure.
I do.
He 100% got robbed of that shit. But it shouldn't have been that close.
So I guess back to what I was saying originally. Don is elite. So everybody knows I don't think Don's the number one option, but I've always said he's elite. When you go to Mike, let me use some examples. When you go to Mike, Ray, where you give Mike the ball 15 feet out, and that turnaround jump shot is money, right?
Everything.
Yeah.
You do that with Kobe. So my whole point is, Steph's on me because of his gravity, but LeBron, you get LeBron going downhill on the ISO, most likely it's a bucket or a foul, right? Katie, you give him to the ball 17 feet out free throw line, there's probably 70% chance he's hitting that mid-range jumper. 80. Okay, cool. Even better. I don't know what that move looks like for Don. And that's my thing.
You have to break it down. Like, we have to watch more of, like, you got to go through the synergy highlights and stuff like that.
His move.
You don't know it.
Step back.
We don't know it, but Don has a spot.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does, but
because
I don't see
even
it.
when
That's
I
my point.
played, and I'm sure
Dude,
when you
take
look
that down.
back
We're
at
gonna talk
Ray's
about that a little
shots, when he played in the league, you may not know it, but there's a spot on the floor that we shoot more than another one that we are comfortable shooting. Everyone has, especially a scorer. Like a guy like Donovan, he knows his spot. He's been in the league too long not to know what his go-to is. That hezzy pull-up three is his shot. That's his go-to.
And if that's a shot, that's a shot.
So at the end of the
that.
day, like, be honest, can you tell me what Steph's go-to move is?
I don't think Steph
I don't think
has an
anybody-
exact
I don't think
go-to,
he has one.
but I think Steph's anomalies because it's his gravity. He allows his teammate to open up a little bit. But Steph is a pick and roll, and you either have to the big has to come up, right, and he either gets to go to the hole or he gets a three-point shot.
But
that's Steph's. Let's just be honest.
But what I would tell you is, this is what I would. Steph is an anomaly because we know he is the greatest shooter ever to walk this earth, right?
Yeah.
But do you understand? People lately have been shooting the ball at a higher clip than Steph had. Like, they are making. Anthony Edwards led the league in threes last year.
But not to his like in
but
the fashion.
Somebody's going to pass that.
Not in his fashion though.
No, not in his fashion. But the way we are shooting threes nowadays, it is only a matter of time. If someone has the same dedication and has the same hunger and has the same longevity, someone's passing that.
Yeah.
Because we shoot too many threes now.
Yeah, someone will pass.
They shoot too many threes.
I don't know.
Like, guys are, bro, Anthony Edwards made, almost 300 threes.
But that's my point to you, right? I don't know because of the sheer volume. Steph made 300 plus multiple years. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, because he still has higher volume than guys in his best years.
Like I said,
right?
I ultimately, you may have a point and maybe no one will catch him. I can't say no one will ever catch him.
No, I can't
say that.
I think someone has a chance, but my point is that Steph's highest peak is
1000%.
people still aren't hitting that, right? So he made 400. Sorry, yeah, Angelo's right. He made 400. That's still not being done.
Yeah.
So like what he's doing is insane, right? But back to it, like everybody's criticizing me for it. I'm having a basketball conversation. People are trying to say why I hate Don. I'm explaining why I don't see Don in other places where I see other players.
My only question is, your favorite player doesn't have a spot.
No, I agree with you, but I always say he's an outlier. He is an outlier. He is one of the few outliers in the NBA.
But Don can make a shot on any spot on the floor.
And that's a fair statement.
Any spot.
And that's fair. I don't have him in the same category as Steph, right? But
no,
my
no
second
one's saying
favorite
he
player
can shoot at the same level, but he's pretty fucking close to being an elite shooter.
Yeah. My second favorite player, Ant, he can do anything.
I think that
turnaround jump shot for him, 18 feet, is a shot he takes all the time now. The one he hit the game winner, that's his shot now, I feel like. He's pulling from the Michael and Kobe book. That turnaround jumper is his shot. So, but Don is elite. I do not want to say he's not. He is elite. Just want to do that. I do want to ask a question to you guys, though. Real conversation. Can you pull up the graphic, please? Where does Donovan Mitchell sit among two guards? Because what he's doing, like, I'm not going to be biased here. Bro,
That's tough.
We have Ant up there. Is Shea a 2 or 1? What are we going to do?
Okay, We talked about this yesterday.
Let's talk about guard. Wings.
We need to clarify this.
Wings.
We need to clarify this. Your point guards are Steph Curry, Shea, Jaylen Brunson. These are point guards.
Luka, okay.
Luka, they're point guards.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham, those are your point guards. Your twos are the Devin Booker, your Ant, your Donovan.
Jaylen Brown.
I consider JB a 3. I don't know why. What you think? I think Jaylen Brown is a 3 to me.
He can go for either one.
But I will put him at the 2.
Okay, why don't we just talk
JT
wings?
is a 3.
Let's just talk wings.
I can't put him in the wing because he's not better than the 3s.
That's
You see what
tough.
I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So
If we're going to say shooting guard, he's 3-4.
But we classified JB as a 2 like 2 weeks ago, if you guys remember.
JB.
Jaylen-
Yeah. That's why I said
we
we could put him in there.
Okay, let's put Jaylen Brown in there. Okay. So let's have Jaylen Brown, Book, Ant, Dawn. Who else am I missing? I don't want to be disrespectful.
I will go right now. Who is that up there? Scroll down a little bit on the chat.
Scroll up.
Yeah, up. Back down. It was Jigga Man. I'm cool with that.
Ant, JB, Book, Dawn.
I'm cool with that.
Is Book better than Dawn, though?
He's went further.
I like Book more. I'm just saying, is he better than Dawn, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like today. We ain't talking about resume. Today.
I would say Don
Booker
might be
be
ahead of
baller.
Book. Because Don might be ahead of Book just for
This guy said Austin
he has
Reeves.
more
CV,
first
get the
he has
fuck out
more
of here,
first
CV.
rounds.
This guy said Austin Reeves.
Has Book ever been first team all NBA?
I'll double check, but I don't think so. He has more first teams for sure. Dawn has more first teams for sure.
Don has what, one?
I think he got one.
He got-
I think his first one was last year.
Oh, okay, no, so they both got one.
They both
Devin
got
has one too.
That's a tough one. I think that one's a wash. I
Yeah,
think you can't go wrong with either one.
You can't, but I got Devin Booker.
But I would go Booker because he went to the finals.
they both have one. Oh no, well he has a second team. Book only has a third team.
I would go Devin went to the finals.
I'm going with Devin Booker.
But that's today.
And he
You're
came out
talking
the West.
resume.
And he came out the
You're
West.
talking resume. We're talking about today.
Today?
We're talking today playing. We're talking about roll the ball out today.
Devin
Devin's
Booker-
averaging 25. If we're talking numbers, Dawn is averaging 30.
I understand that, but they winning, and he averages 25.
Dawn's winning too, though. Not as well as. Let me look at records.
Let me see.
Where's Phoenix at in the West?
They're 6th
6.
and they're 7th. They're 23-19, and Phoenix is 24-16. So records are kind of similar, but not exactly similar. So
That's a tough one, man.
because I picking Dawn.
Castle.
I'm picking Book.
I like Castle. Castle's not in that tier.
He's not in that tier yet.
He's not
We
even
can't talk
close
about
to
He
that
ain't
tier.
there yet, no.
Is Austin in tier? Because CV be saying Austin's
Austin
there.
is not in that tier.
Yeah.
Austin will not sniff a second, third. Austin will not sniff a first and second team with these guys.
You think
in the
he'll
league.
ever make a third team?
He could possibly make a third team. He with the Lakers. But he ain't making no first or second team. With Devin Booker, Don, Cade, Tyrese, he ain't making no team out there with them motherfuckers still in the league. JT not even playing.
Trying to see what other two guards is out there.
I'm just trying to make sure we're not being disrespectful. Tyler
No,
Hero,
they would have mentioned him.
Zach
We missed him.
Levine, Norman Powell, Jalen Williams, Jalen Green. No, it seems about right.
Yeah, that's the twos right there.
Seems about right. I do have Dawn 4. I think that's fair. I think you go either way.
You could definitely go either way, in my opinion.
So yeah, I don't think
What
it's
about Amen?
Amen is not even. He's a point this year.
He's a what?
It's a point this year, Amen. Am I wrong?
He's a 2.
He's a two.
He's a 2,
Who's
but
playing the point?
he's not in their class.
KD, Segun, whoever.
No, he's
Whoever
playing.
bring-
He's playing
Whoever
the
brings
point.
the ball up.
He's playing the point.
If you want to be real, I still consider James Harden the two guard. He's just playing the one.
James a 1.
He's not a one,
He
bro.
is one.
He is a two.
1,000%.
He's a one now.
He's
but
been
he's
a
gonna
one.
go down-
He's been a 1 since Houston.
He's gonna go down in the Hall of Fame books as a
point
two.
guard.
What's
As
the
a
difference?
two.
What's the
Point
difference
guard.
between James
Oh
and
my
Luka?
God.
He will go in the record books as a point guard. Can you imagine James Harden being?
He is not going down.
What's the
in
difference?
Imagine
Ray,
James
He
Harden
is
being a
not
two.
going down in the Hall of Fame as a point
Why?
guard.
Ray, what's the
He's
difference?
going down as a two.
What's the difference between James and Luka though?
Huh?
What's the difference between
You
James
think
and
Luka
Luka?
will go down as a 2?
No, Luka's going down as a
No,
one.
He going down as a one. But
So
he,
what's the
but he
difference
was a
between the two?
one when he first came in the league.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he started as a
wasn't.
3.
He started
Man,
at the 3.
He started at the 3.
We can call Sham.
When Luka was in the draft, bro, they said 6'8" point guard.
No, but he started as a
He
3.
didn't-
They
Ray.
didn't
as a
say
point.
that.
He
I
started
don't
at
care
three.
what position he played when he got here. He was
Okay,
a
that's the
point
same
guard,
thing
but
for
he had the
James.
ball in his hands. So what position he played?
It's
What are you
the same
talking
thing
about?
for James then. James is a 1.
No, here, but hold up. Let's talk about
James
it.
is a 2 guard. He got drafted as a 2 guard.
No, but hold up. You're right. He was drafted as a 2, but
Luka
when he
was
actually
drafted
played,
as a what?
Dennis Smith Jr. was a 1.
he was. Yeah, DSJ was the 1. But Ray, when he
How do y'all
played,
think James Harden is
if I'm almost 99% certain, you can tell me. I swear, when James came off the bench in OKC, he was the 1. Was he not? Was he not the
He
primary
was a
baller?
6 man. That's what happens with a 6 man.
But that's our point.
when he
though.
went to Houston, what was he?
He was the
the
1.
1? He was the 1.
So why was his position a 2 guard then?
I never seen him as a 2.
He might have been the 2 with Patrick Beverly. He's right. He played with Pat
They
Bev.
played him as a 2.
Whoa!
Didn't
His
Pat Bev start
position
with
was
him?
a 2 guard.
Hell, am I wrong? Didn't Pat Bev start with
We
him?
put the ball in Pat Bev's head. Hell the fuck
No,
no.
We
I
didn't say
didn't
we
say
put
that.
the
I
ball
didn't
in
say
his
that.
head.
He wasn't a
But
point
Pat
guard,
Bev
guys.
started
Theo,
beside
he was
him.
not the point guard.
Okay.
CV,
Look
I
up-
need you, CV.
Look up Houston Rockets roster.
Please.
Back when James Harden
wasn't
played
the
there.
point
And see
guard.
what his position was. No, see what they listed his position as.
Theo,
Back
I
when he was
agree
in
with you.
Houston.
He's the point guard. but-
Even when Chris was there, he was the point guard.
No, he wasn't.
You are
bro.
Yes,
tripping.
he
now
was.
you're tripping.
Yes, he was.
I can't
You
believe
are
you just said
tripping.
that out your mouth.
He
When
was
CP3,
not the point
when
guard.
CP was there, he was the point guard?
The ball was in
Oh
James's
my
hand.
God, he said that.
That's
So
right.
he-
There was Jeremy Lin. He started with Jeremy Lin.
And James had the ball.
He did.
Listen,
But is LeBron the point
what-
then? Like, that's the
Huh,
question.
what was his position?
It was a 2.
Thank you.
Jeremy Lin was the 1.
They had him
technically.
down as shooting guard. SG was by his name his entire career.
But
Now he's
I don't
playing.
agree with that.
That's what they had.
That might be
No.
what they
had him
said.
down for.
So
when
you're
he
saying-
played, when
but
they
you're
played
saying
position,
technically
when
he's
they
the
played
2.
when they did position All-Star games,
Technically
they
he's the
had
2.
him as a shooting guard. Now
So
as a point guard. He
y'all
didn't
are-
make the All-Star game as a point guard.
Y'all are
He made it
telling
as a
me
shooting guard.
technically he's a 2.
technically, because he played beside Pat
So
Bev and stuff, yes.
there's no way you tell me Luka Doncic is a 1.
I don't agree.
Who's taller and bigger than fucking
No.
James, but James can't be a 1.
Theo, I agree with you, by the way.
I didn't say he couldn't be a 1. He's playing a 1 now. But when he was in Houston and when he first got in the league, they considered him a shooting guard. We were just talking about this. Is James Harden
He's right.
up there with
Okay.
D-Wade
He's right,
and these
he's right,
guys
he's right.
as the
He-
top shooting guard?
Yeah,
he got
we
a point.
just spoke on that.
So do
got a point.
you remember? Would you remember more James being a 2 or a 1?
me or 2, because he was a
but here's
he was
my
a 2
thing.
in Houston. That's when he killed.
All right.
Here's my thing, right? Ray has a very valid point. We talk about all-time rankings of shooting guard. The way you look at Theo's who has the ball. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, because it's not confusing, what position were you actually slotted in, because that makes it definitive. So if you started the game as a 2, if Steph's the 1 and Clay's the 2, well, that's the only way I can judge it, because then everything is ambiguous. It is what do you see with your eyes? So based on that definition, James is a 2 for me, because that's where he started. But based on your definition, which I understand, he's a 1 because he's making all the plays, which I completely understand.
Is LeBron a point guard?
That's the other argument.
So let me ask you a question. LeBron, I would say this, and I'm using Hong's word. LeBron is an anomaly.
He's an outlier.
He's an outlier.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. How do you consider, so do you look at James Harden and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant in the same realm as 2 guards?
I did in Houston. Not in the same round, but I looked at James as a 2 guard because he was a complete scorer. Now, James looked to pass a whole lot more than he ever did.
James averaged a double-double in Houston.
You said what? You said what?
He averaged a double-double in
double-double
Houston with the
No, I know that. Listen, I know the system he was in, Theo.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, he was scoring the ball 85% more than he was passing.
When you think
and he
of
still
James
averaged a
Harden, when you think
double-double.
of James Harden, let's think about the great 2s that played in this game. I don't look at James Harden as a
He might be the
Rip
best
Hamilton,
passer. He might be the
a
best
Ray
passer.
Allen, a fucking Brandon Roy was a 1.
No, Brandon Roy is a 1. I agree with that.
If Brandon Roy was a 1, James Harden is for sure a 1.
But Brandon Roy distributes the ball too. It wasn't
James
just a
Harden
scorer.
distributes the ball.
You're
He
right.
fucking leads in assists.
You're right. But
He
Brandon
has
Roy,
led the league in assists before.
but I think Brandon Roy slotted in at the 1 though, Theo, based off my definition. He played the 1, like he started at the 1. It's not that he just had the ball. Am I wrong?
personally didn't think Brandon Roy was a 1.
I don't know. I thought they started Brandon
Well,
Roy
no,
at 2.
remember, it was Brandon Roy.
I thought they started Brandon Roy at 2.
I'll get your name. It was Brandon Roy and then Wesley, was it not, for a little bit?
Wesley who?
Wesley Matthews. Didn't he play with him? Or am I tripping?
No, Wesley Matthews younger.
Did Wesley Matthews not play with him?
Yes, he
I'm
played with
tripping.
Brandon Roy.
It was Brandon Roy and Wesley.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought Wesley played with
Is James Harden the
Dame.
same as J.J. Redick?
Fuck no.
Kyle Korver?
No, but that's a different. But
He's a shooter. These are two guards.
yeah.
These are twos.
D Wade is a 2. What are you talking about?
He's a 2,
but
yes.
he's not
But
like
D-Wade had a
coming
point
off.
guard.
But he ain't coming off screens like them.
Yeah,
though.
but yes, he did.
Who?
D-Wade
D-Wade wasn't coming off no floppy.
D-Wade was not a big-time
Okay,
initiator.
I'm wrong. He started with.
I know that, but he wasn't coming off no floppies like JJ
He's
Redick
right.
and
He
them.
started with Andre Miller, so he's a 2. Brandon Roy started with Andre Miller. Someone sent in the chat.
If you look at,
Exactly.
My
D-Wade
fault.
has
My
always had a
apologies.
point guard. He had Gary Payton. He had White Chocolate. He had.
Okay.
And James Harden had fucking Russell
What
Russell
about-
Westbrook and CP3.
What about Ben Simmons?
Theo, I can't believe you said.
That's an anomaly.
But listen,
It's one of those guys.
He's an outlier.
is.
He's
He
an
is.
outlier.
We can't
He
use
is
an
an
anomaly.
outlier.
I've been
But
told we have to
listen,
use the word
he's an
outlier.
outlier.
He's
but
an
I
outlier.
can't believe that you actually just said CP3 wasn't the point guard when James
That's a
Harden.
little crazy.
That's
a little
crazy, Theo.
Guys,
There's a primary ball handler,
if you
but the
watch-
point guard was CP.
if you watch the Houston Rockets when Chris was there,
James did a lot of the playmaking. Yes, he did. But that was just his. But that was his role at just dribbling that motherfucker, making plays, shooting, scoring most of the time,
what is
and then he
Jalen
would
Brunson?
pass the ball.
What is Jalen Brunson?
He's more of a 2 to me.
No. Is he a point guard?
He's a scoring
He's a
point
scoring
guard.
point
He's
guard.
a point guard.
He's a
correct?
scoring
more-
point guard.
yeah.
So Jalen Brunson did exactly what Chris Paul did.
No, Chris is distributing.
Yes, he did. I'm telling you.
No,
He
he's
did exactly
distributing.
when Jalen Brunson was with the Dallas Mavs. He did exactly what Chris Paul did. Luka was the 1, James Harden. The 2 was Chris Paul. When James Harden goes out the game, Chris Paul is the 1. When Luka went out the game, Jalen Brunson is the 1.
When they did the start lineup, who they say point guard?
At
James,
point guard,
James Harden.
it was-
and at 2 CP3.
I don't think they said any of that.
But guys,
honest
so
with
why don't we
Okay,
just?
so hold on. So when CP3 was on the
Was
team,
my example wrong?
No, your
no,
example.
I get what you're saying.
It's the same fucking thing.
But when CP3 was on the team, what did James Harden make the All-Star game for? As a
shooting
as a
guard.
point guard, as a shooting guard.
I-
As a shooting guard.
I hear you. If I can agree with you, I am cool with agreeing with you that technically, if you wanted to be technical about it,
He was a
he
combo
is
guard.
a shooting
Why
guard.
don't we,
He's a
why-
combo
hold on,
guard.
guys? Why don't we just change terms?
He's
Why
a
don't we-
combo guard.
Why doesn't to the ball? Why don't we use different terms? Why don't we use primary ball handler? Why don't we start using that?
I don't think it's a.
He's a combo guard.
He's a primary
How
ball
about,
handler.
how about we say that? He's
Whoa,
a combo guard.
First of all,
He's a
beyond
combo
ordinary,
guard.
I have it. Am I the king of admitting when I'm wrong?
No, Theo admits
I
when he's
admit when
wrong.
I'm wrong all the time.
Takes a little bit, but he admits it.
It takes a minute for sure because I got to convince myself, and then like, you know what? And I just sit back, like, you know what? You're right.
He's a combo
Okay.
guard.
So
can we say that? Can we say combo guard?
I guess our chat's getting sick of this though, but let's get to it. Is James? Are we going to put James in this conversation? Yes or no? Even if we dart, I don't have James ahead of any of them at this moment in time.
No.
Right or wrong? James is not in the. He's 5th, maybe, but he's not in the conversation with these guys.
Yes, I do, CV. Stop that shit.
What does CV
Talking
say?
about Ray would never admit when he's wrong. I admit when I'm wrong, but if I'm standing on something, I'm going to stay on it. That's just
No,
who I
Ray
am.
has said he's wrong before. We're not going to do that, but Ray will not go against his guys, though. That's what we learned.
I'm
Ray's
not going to go
loyal.
against my guys.
Ray is rocking with his guys. That's a different conversation. But let's get to the next. Let's get to our next conversation.
Jigga man, let's talk about it.
No, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Let's talk about it. CV, I say let's talk about it. Who's more of a point guard between Dame, James,
Hold on,
and
can I talk
Steph?
about something else? CV, you've died on so many hills, bro. Why don't you go fucking keep Derek Lively instead of Giannis, bro? Fucking, what are you talking about,
You
bro?
did say that
You've
shit.
died on so many
very
damn hills,
valid.
bro.
That's
Sorry,
very
you
valid.
guys actually want to
No.
talk Dame versus
Very
Steph?
valid. Who's more of a 2 between those 3?
Oh, I think James is the biggest one. Out of those 3, James is the one. If you had to pick one, the way he plays.
That's
Just
fair.
play style.
That's fair.
That's
Hey,
it.
we can roll. We can go to the next.
Let's go. All right, talking about, is Jamal a one?
Jamal who? Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a 1.
Jamal Murray is cooking. I actually forgot the clips. That's my fault. But he
Cooking.
scored 30 plus in his last 2 games on a back-to-back. If he's not an all-star this year, it's a robbery. I think everybody agrees he's an all-star.
He
Let's talk a little about Jamal
all-star.
and what this does for Denver, because
Yeah.
if you can play this well and beat teams, and I'm not saying they're the best teams, they beat the Mavs, and then they beat the Bucks.
Yep.
Who did they beat the night before? They beat Utah, I think?
They
were in
beat
Utah?
the Pelicans the night before.
Yeah, they're in Pelicans, sorry. The Nuggets are a great team. This helps build their case to obviously going into the playoffs. They can win without Jokic. What do you guys feel about Jamal, and what do you guys think this means for the Nuggets?
I think it's just confidence all the way around for everybody. If y'all can win games without your best player, it gives everybody confidence. Look at Watson. Look at these other guys just starting to thrive and get better and come out of their cocoon. You know, they're basically coming out. Party is now, and that's good to see. Because like Theo said, like he thinks that Denver has the deepest team in the league. You know, so and when you got the best player on your team and you got a roster around him like that, you know, that's just a recipe to success. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So shout out to Denver, man. Shout out to Jamal Murray playing at a high level. He definitely should make the All-Star game this year. If he don't, so one of the biggest snubs that we're going to see because he's playing at a high level and he's doing it without Jokic and they're winning. What else do you want from your number 2 guy?
The scariest thing, and everything Ray said, I agree with. The scariest thing that I tell that I am such a believer in this Denver team, this has not been a thing for Denver since Jokic has been there. It's always the non-Jokic minutes that you worry about.
When they won, they played well.
They did not play well without Jokic on the floor.
But their bench played well.
Yes, the bench played well, but Jokic still had to be on the floor.
Yeah, you're right.
Without Jokic, this is what made OKC. Listen, while OKC and the Celtics were so fucking good, is because even if they had a pivotal piece out, there was no slippage. They were still elite. The fact that they're able to still do this man is averaging 29 and 10 without Jokic, right? Now Jokic might not have to log in so many minutes in the regular season, and now he could go get it in the postseason. That makes this so much scary because of how Jokic can control a game himself, right? There's not many of those. When you have one of those, that's what makes this thing scary. That's why Bron went to the finals so many years in a row, because he can control a whole game himself. So when you got guys like that, Steph is in that realm. Like when you got guys like Michael Jordan, and like I said, he's not there yet. He got to do some more. But as far as
he's top 10.
As far as controlling a game,
got to win some more.
He got to win some more.
He in the top 10 conversation for me.
But if he can do that, bro, this team is beyond scary because at the end of the day, you got Peyton Watson hooping. You got Bruce playing well, Tim playing well, Cam Johnson not even back yet, Aaron Gordon hooping, Christian Braun hooping. You got they done found the Jones kid. He wasn't even a thought until
AG was injured.
AG got hurt.
And Brown was injured.
Ultimately, you don't want it to happen this way, but these injuries have made guys emerge, and now you got more guys that you trust that you know can play in these pressure-packed situations and produce. That's why I feel like the Nuggets are the scariest team. Are they the team to beat technically? Because here, apparently, we technical over here. Technically, they are not the team to beat, but at the same time, they are the scariest team because they have figured out they're not going to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder unless they have depth, and now they do.
No, I agree. So let me ask you guys this. We talked about this, me and Theo talked about this 3 years ago, actually. And Ray, we talked a little bit as well offline. We had JB, Jamal, and De'Aaron in the same category before.
Yep.
I think JB's overtaking both of them, I would say. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
If you had a choice right now, you picking De'Aaron or Jamal?
This year? I'm taking Jamal.
This year, Jamal.
De'Aaron's been hooping too,
De'Aaron been hooping too, though.
Nah, I mean, my nigga's been averaging 29 and 10. Is that De'Aaron going to be an all-star this year? I don't think so.
That's because he was injured at the beginning.
My point.
Yeah.
You're taking Jamal this year.
Taking Jamal.
Like, Jamal has been on a tear.
No, you said at the beginning of the year, this is a big year for him because he's not been healthy. And he's came out and played well.
I said if Jamal Murray, what he's doing right now.
Some people say Jamal because he got a ring already.
Yeah, and you can't argue
Some
that.
people say number one.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
Because he got a ring. He's won.
I'm not picking Jamal over JB. That's me.
They say he's won, huh? That means a lot.
You believe that?
I believe what?
Do you believe Jamal's? If you had to draft a player right now, are you picking Jamal over JB?
You could have an argument. I would tell you this.
You wouldn't go wrong if you did. Yes. I I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, you can't go wrong.
We can't say because he has a ring, he's a better player than JB.
I would say
that's the only thing I'm saying.
I'm going to say this, though. The years before the past two, Jamal Murray was ahead of Jaylen Brunson. The past two.
Before he got to New York.
Yes, before he got to New York, right? The past 2 years, Jaylen Brunson, the year before, was off of Jamal Murray's injury.
Yeah.
So then at that point, that year is kind of a wash. Last year was not a good year for Jamal. So ultimately, you can have an argument. You can ultimately say Jamal Murray is back.
Oh, he's back.
Is anybody wrong to say that?
He's back.
Jamal Murray looks like he's back. He's healthy.
I'm going to give credit where
he
credit's
looks good. You got to give credit where credit is due. Jamal Murray's a fucking issue.
Here's my argument with you guys, though. One of them's Robin and one of them's Batman.
He can't help that he plays with Jokic.
But that's all I'm saying.
He can't help that he played with the best player
But
in the world.
JB did it over 82 games as Batman. That's where I give him the automatic edge.
I can that like I said,
understand.
valid argument.
So
you can't see it. But at the same time, you can't discredit 29 and 10 now.
No, you can't. No. Jamal's been hooping.
Because it's not like a guard is guarding Jokic.
I've given him his credit. I'm giving him his credit.
So the best guard wing is guarding who? Jamal. So at that point, he's still doing his thing. I'm not saying you're wrong because I would ultimately say Jaylen Brunson right now also. But if someone wanted Jamal Murray, you ain't going wrong.
No, I don't think it's a wrong decision.
You picked De'Aaron Fox.
The way he's been playing this year. The way he's been playing this year, you can't deny Jamal. Jamal's been hooping. You got to give him that.
If we saying De'Aaron Fox is third right now out of those three.
I actually agree with that. De'Aaron he's played well at the beginning. He's been struggling a little bit lately. I forgot about that. But De'Aaron, I mean, he's coming back from injury as well.
But the toughest part in which I think San Antonio kind of has to figure out is like you're taking away from what De'Aaron is great at, which was he's a point guard. The ball in his hands. Right now, who got the ball in his hands a lot? Castle. And then when they come in the game, then it's Harper.
I think he's also figuring it out, right?
I get it, but like he's 28.
Yeah, but
why does De'Aaron Fox have to figure it out?
No, within the system.
For sure.
I personally think they should move on from
De'Aaron. If De'Aaron Fox fucked around and went to,
I think it's pretty obvious who their future guards are going to be.
I love Dylan Harper. I told you guys that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Fox,
I think you move De'Aaron and try to get Giannis there.
I would move Dylan Harper.
No, not Harper.
I like Dylan Harper. I'm a fan.
I go get some pieces that Houston got and send him to Houston.
Sengun? I don't think they move Sengun for Fox though. Do they?
Maybe Jabari. I think Jabari and Wemby would be amazing.
Not
Jabari can shoot the three. He space the floor. And boy, Jabari, what, 7 feet, 6'11"?
About 6'9", 6'10".
At least 6'10", ain't he?
I don't move Sengun for Fox either. But
Jabari.
That's the person I would try to get. I'm not taking Jabari for Fox. There's no way.
Why not? You got
Fox
you got guards.
Jabari.
You technically don't have a 4-man.
You can get a better version of Jabari somewhere.
Where?
You can figure it out. I mean, sorry. You
say figure it out, but
I wouldn't give up
Fox for Jabari. There's no way, bro.
Jabari. I mean, obviously gonna get somebody else. I personally,
if I was San
Antonio, Houston needs
I might go after Drew and Jeremy Grant. I might do that instead.
Jeremy Grant is just sitting there.
I might go after Drew and Jeremy Grant. Get a couple of vets, pair them beside Wemby and Thing, and those young guys.
Jeremy Grant could go help somebody.
I'm just saying, like, I might go after more vets rather than a Jabari, but
that's who Milwaukee.
I don't think Jabari's not an all-star caliber player, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. Jabari's not on the same level as De'Aaron, guys.
Listen,
what does that do for
I am
for
knocking
Milwaukee?
Down Portland's door.
If Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant goes to Milwaukee, what does that do for them?
Drew Holiday and who?
Jeremy.
I don't think you have enough to get it done. I think it puts them in the contention for the East.
Still mid?
Nah, bro. Theo, but I think Giannis can take over a series.
Agreed.
Giannis can get you out of a playoff series.
One, this man, Drew Holiday, has a calf strain right now.
He's back.
Is he?
He's back. He played.
Well, Drew back, yeah.
Drew back.
That's why I said that. He's back.
He's back. You got to work on it, but...
Maybe.
All right, let's move. Let's get to Theo sent me like 3 clips. Jonathan Kuminga. Let's run the Steve Kerr comment first.
Even in what they call garbage time, why does Jonathan not go in at that point?
I'm just going to say it's a difficult situation. I think you guys know it. Everybody knows it. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's a difficult situation.
And it's probably one that won't get rectified to the extent that he will play more or he'll be a part of garbage time. It's kind of, I guess, for you, a little bit of a wait and see pattern.
It's just wait and see. We have to control what we can control. Try to keep moving the ship forward. And as I said, this is not an easy situation. It's not an easy one to talk about, frankly. I try to protect everybody organizationally, and nobody's winning right now with this situation, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Chat, did y'all understand shit?
He just went all the way around that question.
Oh, my God.
He did not answer nothing. He went all the way around that. Just trade this man. Just get him out of there. Just get him out of there. Because he's just going all around the question. He just said nothing in that whole interview. He said nothing, Theo.
Should I crash out?
Go ahead. Give him a crash out meeting.
Do we want to give any context, or you just want to crash out?
Is there another video before I crash out?
No, I mean, there's just stuff that's been reported, so I can talk about it, then you can crash out. So, he's demanded a trade now. Obviously, we've talked about before that they wanted Franz over him when they drafted. The Lakers have a lot of interest in him, supposedly. The Kings will no longer offer a first-round pick. So that's some context for you guys. But what is going to piss Theo off and probably set him off is that the Warriors wouldn't mind and have no problem keeping him. That has been reported by Shams. Peter, you might want to get the ether beat ready and put the crash out meter on. Go ahead, Theo.
I don't even know if I got enough to crash. I don't even know what to say. That interview, why do the interview? You weren't gonna say shit. You clearly just don't like the motherfucker. You hear what he said? Protect the organization. Bitch, protect him. You can't play him during garbage minutes? It's not good for anybody?
Drop the beat.
Quentin Post!
Drop the beat.
Sanchez, what the hell? What's his name? Santiago?
Santos?
What's it? Santos?
Santos?
You telling me Santos and Quentin Post is better than fucking Jonathan Kuminga? Pods? Get the fuck out of here. No, you try to protect your fucking self and you fucking diminishing this kid who has the utmost potential.
Crash out.
And you are sitting here diminishing his value to everybody. But guess what? I am cheering for Jonathan Kuminga louder than anybody. I hope he goes somewhere and fucks the Warriors up.
Probably will.
He will.
And I hope, I pray, he plays so well against the Warriors, he just gives them the bird.
Oh, he said the bird.
I literally want him to just go crazy against the Warriors, bro. Because you can't, that whole interview just shows there's no explanation for what's going on right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. He didn't have an explanation.
There was no explanation for it. He said, I've got to protect my people organizationally. What about him? Right? But at the same time, like CV said, they don't give a fuck about him.
They don't. Unfortunately, that's the business side of things. But then, I know we say that sometimes, but then there are a lot of good organizations, a lot of good GMs, a lot of good owners out here that really care and really do what's right by their players. and by the guys that come through their organization. And then you have some situations like this where they clearly don't give a damn about this kid. Like, I was trying to be on Steve Kerr's side and understand the business side, but at this point, I don't really understand. And honestly, I don't even think he fucking understand because he had no answer just now. That was a waste of time. That was a waste of breath.
This nigga
of
played
him
Ring
talking.
Around the Rosie.
I ain't got no comment.
He says nothing to talk about. No, it is something to fucking talk about. Talk about it. Why are you not playing this man at all?
Talk about it.
Y'all could be blowing somebody out. You're not playing them. Guys could be hurt. You're not playing them. You might be bringing people from the damn G League and playing them before you playing this man that you just gave $25 million to. Are we serious?
What happened? What
What?
happened?
He's
to
that bad.
What happened to honesty and just transparency?
It's crazy.
What is wrong with just saying, hey, listen, it's not a good fit. We want to move forward. JK wants to move forward. We're just trying to protect him so he's healthy so he could get somewhere where he wants to play. Why can't he say that? What is wrong with that?
Because he don't want to look crazy.
I am confused. What is wrong with just saying that? We know it, but you got everyone like us wondering what the fuck the issue is. Because at the end of the day, regardless of you, we've never said anything negative about Jonathan Kuminga, but you know how the fucking world works. You know how social media works. You give everyone a chance to put your own perspective of how this guy is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a Jimmy Butler and fucking, what's old boy in Miami? The owner.
Pat Riley.
This is not a Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley type of thing where they were just going petty for petty type of situation.
I understand that.
JK ain't saying shit.
Saying one word.
His teammates have came out and said, yo, JK was talking to his teammates, Pod's goof ass coming off the bench. He not giving me a chance. I need to play more. I only was in for 2 fucking minutes. If I'm JK, I'm like, nigga, I'm better than you. I'm not playing. Shut your ass up. What are we talking about right now?
And his teammates said nothing. His agent,
I really don't have anything to say.
His
I don't
teammates are advocating that he's handling it in a professional manner. Why are you making this persona of is, bro, that makes it seem, you can take whatever Steve Kerr just said and make it seem like JK is a fucking issue in the locker room.
They trying to make a narrative.
They are trying to paint this.
He's young. This kid is young. At some point, anybody would fucking crash out. At this point, if he do crash out, I have no problem with it because y'all don't took this man through so much shit and he's trying to be professional, but he's young.
No,
he's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to get to that point where he's like, all right, I got enough bread to take care of my family. Like, I got my second big contract. I got my second my first.
That's what everybody.
Big contract.
Yes, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just, I don't know, man. Like, you know, Draymond said it. Like, he's the most balled-in guy we have on this team.
Yeah.
The most. Not one of them.
He's been bought in for
the
sure.
most. Draymond said it on his podcast.
All of his teammates have spoken really highly of him. So
exactly.
That is the
crash
weirdest. It has been the weirdest situation I have seen.
Can I ask you
in
something
a
real
minute.
quick? This is partially on him too. Why did he sign the contract? Because you gonna take $23 million.
Take your money, man. He could have got hurt.
You gonna take $23 million, Angelo.
You gotta take your money.
Appreciate you
fam.
tapping in though, Angelo. You're always here.
Angelo,
You
you gotta
take
take that 25
money,
M's,
fam.
but at the same time,
Got to take that guarantee no matter what, Angelo.
when you have Draymond Green come out at the beginning of the year and say, the most balled-in guy so far has been Jonathan Kuminga, and then everyone raves about how professional he's been, and then his teammates don't even get it. And now Steve is saying, I got to protect the organization? Steve, newsflash, buddy. It's okay for you to be honest with everyone and say, hey, look, he doesn't fit our playing style. We don't see eye to eye. We're just going to find the best fit for him and the organization, but it's going to take a little time. Ray, are we even having a conversation about this if he said that already?
No.
We're not. I can't say, If someone comes to you and say, Ray, I can't give you a deal because you're 41. All right, well, I can't do nothing about that. So
No, sure.
you gave me an honest answer. I can't do nothing about it. You can be in the best shape in the world, but he told you because it's your age. Cool. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it?
You gave me an explanation.
You gave me my explanation.
I can't get no younger.
So that's where that is the biggest thing in NBA basketball, and I expect it to be a biggest problem in all professional basketball.
Nah, I feel
regardless of anything, transparency is the biggest thing that is missing. And not even just in professional, in the world of business. Be transparent.
Mm-hmm.
However the person takes that transparency is on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's on them. Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're just not a good fit for us. It doesn't work. Even if they blowing smoke up your ass, they just giving you some bullshit. They told you.
Yeah, people can say what they want to say.
They can say what they want to say, but I have never been mad at anybody if they told me from the jump.
Oh,
this is what it is.
And listen, when people say what they want to say about Rick Carlisle is a great coach, but also he's straightforward. The man told me straight up, look, Ray, love you to death, would love to play you. I have no minutes for you right now. We got too many guards. You coming off an injury. I have no minutes for you. I'm sorry. What I'm supposed to say? I came to work every day, worked out, did my extra work, played hard in practice until that time came when I could get those minutes. So I would be prepared. But I knew this though. So before we had this conversation, I'm angry. Mm-hmm. So I can only understand how this man feels. And at that point, that was 10 years in the league for me. Mm-hmm. This man is still young. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine how he feels if he don't know that. I knew this once I found out that I could sit over there and like be level-minded, cheer my teammates on, and be engaged rather than not knowing what's going on. I'm over there like,
as a competitor,
why am I not playing?
As a competitor, as a guy, for everybody watching, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Oasis. Shout out to Kalshi. Make sure y'all go subscribe. You don't get to this level if you don't have an ego. There's no chance. You don't have a chance of having some type of ego and some type of
anybody
about yourself that you want to play at a high level.
Anybody that's great at anything has.
You have to. You have to. So with that being said, you can't. Regardless of how Ray takes it, RC knew how Ray was going to take it. He knew, but he knew he had to tell Ray, or he was going to fuck up that. Ray was going to rearrange that locker room. He was going to bring a gadget with him.
That's crazy.
It was going to get diabolical.
But be in the car.
The thing is, Ray just said it. He had time to marinate. He understood what it was because RC told him up front what it was. Mm-hmm. Now, do we know if Kuminga and Kerr had this conversation? I don't know. We don't know that part. But you, in a situation like this, for you to do interviews and shit, I don't agree with you doing that. I don't feel like you had to do that podcast because you know what they're going to ask you. And if you're not going to address what the issue is, don't do it.
That could be part of team obligations though.
I don't see any. I never seen J Kidd on a podcast.
but remember, the Mavs are not the same as the Warriors. They're different organizations.
And Steve Kerr.
And let me address one thing real quick.
Is he a regular on that podcast?
He does. Steve Kerr does regular podcasts.
Regular on that podcast.
I wouldn't say that one, but I do believe he does a lot of podcast appearances at least once a month. Like he does speak to media. I will say this, Native Poet, I saw a couple of different things. I don't have anything to say because I'm just speechless. I don't get it. My thing is bullshit too, and that's it. The Warriors need to do something.
The weirdest part to me, what did he do so bad, right? Usually when you have when you're playing bad, you try something new, right? What did he do so bad that he can't be in that? He can't be, okay, we might need a little spark. Let's throw JK back in there, in the lineup. It's not like these niggas was winning.
Well, they took Paz out and put Spencer in the lineup.
Y'all say I'm capping. I can literally pull up a YouTube video from a month ago when he did he did an interview with the same network. So I'm not capping. I see Steve Kerr on podcasts all the time, but it's just bullshit, bro. It's time to move on. It's time to move on, man.
Don't mind keeping him is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy.
If they keep Jonathan Kuminga the day after the trade deadline, I will spaz the fuck out on the show. I've already spazzed out enough, but I will spaz out on another level. Because I agree. I don't think they will. I think it's time to move on. I think they are tired of answering the questions. You should be tired of answering the damn questions. But golly, bro, I will lose my mind.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just bullshit, man.
Jason Tatum all over again.
All right,
You
let's
already did it once to a fucking champion.
let's get to one of Theo's favorite players in the league.
Goofy ass.
Kawhi Leonard. He's on a generational run. Really generational
Barbecuing.
run. Peter, you want to pull up the graphic? Sorry about it's not the clearest graphic, but it's only 2 players in history within a 12-game span that's 30, 50, 40, and 2.5 steals per game. Steph Curry won his unanimous MVP, and Kawhi Leonard over his last 12 games.
I came in today to the show, and I wanted to talk about this. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA right now. Today, he is playing like the best player in the NBA.
In the last 12 games?
In the last 12 games, he is playing like the best player in the NBA.
He is killing.
You cannot sit here and tell me defensively, offensively, he is controlling both ends. You have to watch this man. If you think I'm lying, go watch the last 12 games. There's no one playing better than Kawhi Leonard.
Giannis has been losing, but he's been hooping too. But you're right.
Because
Giannis been hooping.
Listen, a part of that turns into wins. There's no one playing better than Kawhi Leonard in the past 12 games.
I don't hate that statement.
Nobody.
That's a fair statement.
I don't hate that statement.
Everyone keeps saying Embiid. Embiid just lost yesterday.
Embiid's also been on the average.
And he's been on and off in the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, Ty Lue said he's literally willing his team to victory. So, and then do you see Kawhi's response?
You don't know what that means.
I don't know that guy because they said, "What you've been playing like playoff Kawhi." I'm the same guy. I don't know who that is.
Kawhi Leonard has been on an absolute tear.
It's a metaphor, Kawhi. Come on, man.
And it's the saddest thing because
they're half a game out of the playoffs, guys, because Kawhi's been hooping.
They're going to make the playoffs.
Play-ins.
I've been a huge Kawhi fan since probably the Raptors, in my opinion. Since then, I was like, oh, yeah, this guy is insane. Like, got a jersey from him at the crib. Shout out to Kawhi. You just wish he was healthy like this all the time.
Man.
And it's not a question if he's top 5. It's not a question.
No, he been hooping. If he plays like this, you top 5 for sure.
Like if Kawhi continues to even do, right now he's averaging like 32 of the last 12. If he averages 28, he's going down as top 5 player this year.
Mm-hmm.
The dude
I'm mad at that.
The dude is cooking, bro.
He's cooking
every night.
Every night. So I'm not on the verge of saying I would not want to play the Clippers if they fucked around and got in the playoffs because they're so cognizant on if James and Kawhi have a bad shooting night, then they're not going to win.
No, I don't think so.
Because no one else does anything. Like it's literally Kawhi 35, James 24.
Mm-hmm.
They would get the win. And then everybody else got 8, 4, 6 or something like that.
I don't think they have enough talent around to make a deep run.
Yeah, there's just not enough talent around. So
that's what Brad and Chris are supposed to do, but we ain't gonna dive into that.
Kurt's got a point. They were 6-21 not too long ago, and Kawhi has turned this shit up to another fucking level. And
turned it up and
that shows how great he is, though.
We should have had Kurt on the show today.
That does show how great he is.
That would be fun.
I think everyone gets on about the injuries and shit. You got to give him flowers, bro. The dude is balling.
Cool.
The dude is balling, bro. And like I said, right now, he the best player in the NBA. He's playing like the best player in the NBA right now.
He is for the last 12
That's
games.
because Jokic not playing, though.
I mean, even if Jokic was, I mean, he's playing on tear.
It'd be tough.
It'd be close.
It'd be close.
Ray, you got anything else on it?
I ain't got nothing. That man is balling.
Let's talk about the opposite side. A team that is not balling. The The New York Knicks. I know Ray can't really speak on it. That is his one of his home teams. They don't look good, Theo. And then JB got injured yesterday. It was a nasty injury.
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Man.
Nasty ankle injury.
The inconsistency of the New York, there's something going on over there with the Knicks, man. Like,
was it a bad move with Tibbs?
It's not Tibbs, bro.
I mean, getting rid of Tibbs, I feel like kind of hurt them. That's just my opinion, though.
No, I don't think it's Tibbs. I think it's more of just like.
I think Cat is the problem. I know Star called him Jordan Wood's wife now instead of Cat.
Man, look. They got to figure this thing out, and they got to figure out fast because you just got to pray Boston don't make no great trade. You got to hope Milwaukee doesn't get a piece. I keep talking about Milwaukee. I don't even fucking know why. They got Giannis should leave. But then it's just so inconsistent, man. Like, we could say, yes. Are they 2 in the East right now?
I'll double check, but I think they took a little bit of a fall.
Who's number 2 in the East?
They're 2.
They're 2 in the East.
But they're like one game
like
away
a
from
game
being all the way to
above.
5.
You can't sit here and tell me there's not. They have been playing good basketball since that. Since the what was it? The
Cup
in-season tournament.
The Cup, yep.
Since then, they have not played well, man. They have not played well.
I don't buy the Knicks. I've been saying that for the whole year.
They have not played.
Sell
well.
your Knicks stocks, people.
I just don't know who can beat them in a 7-game series, though.
The Philadelphia 76ers, if they're healthy, can definitely beat them. They are going to give them problems. I promise you that.
Are we just not?
The Celtics get a big, they will give them problems.
And we just not going to talk about the Pistons?
I am disrespectful. The Pistons will give them a fight. I promise you that too.
Detroit, Philly, Boston.
Will all give him problems. I'm not saying they'll win, but they will all give him problems.
Who can beat them?
And if Toronto's playing well, their size, I could see it maybe being a little bit of a series. I don't think they beat them though, but I think the Pistons, Sixers, and Celtics with a big give them problems.
Well, I'm riding with my Knicks.
I know you are. So I didn't ask you for your bid. We know what you're doing.
Yeah.
We know you're
So
rolling.
don't even talk to me.
Yeah, I don't
You
know. I don't
am.
know if the Pistons.
Go New York, go New York, go.
I don't know if Pistons can.
Y'all
score
know
enough
Hey,
it.
Ray's
yet.
down there this weekend. He's representing
For sure.
the home team.
I'll be
this
in the
weekend.
NY for the weekend. You feel me?
They should be dominating more than they are.
I thought they'd be clear
I personally
one.
think they should be dominating.
I thought they'd be like 30-8 or something like that.
Yeah, I think they should because they've been together.
I thought they should have won
This is
60.
not their first year being together. You know what? You've been through these battles together before. How many? It's been what? 2 years now.
2 years.
It's been 2 years. This shouldn't be like this no more.
I thought the Knicks were going to win 62, 65 games. They're going to win maybe 55 games this year. And that to me is a little disappointing.
Heard you.
I'm with you. I'm rolling.
I thought they would dominate the East. But I also thought the Pistons would be really good too.
I'm rolling with you.
But, all right, next thing. Because I do want to get to a couple topics we've been wanting to talk about all week. We'll talk about quick. AD says it's a lie. Also, the Mavs will not let Rich Paul bully them into trading AD. Do you guys have any comments on this? Or just, he says his, well, the first thing, we can keep that up. The Mavs will not be bullied into an AD trade. Because, you know, Rich Paul does make it happen when his clients want out. Any feedback on this, or you guys are like, that's a front office thing?
It is a front office thing. But I hear what they're talking about.
For sure.
I hear what they say they ain't going to be bullied. You know, it's good to talk like that. But let's be honest with it. That man got a lot of big time assets and big time players that you gonna want to have a sit down with when free agency time come with these players. So one thing that Rich do have is leverage.
It's LeBron James.
But even with that, he still have leverage. Yep. When you got leverage, you can poke your chest out a little bit more than others.
You can flex your chest a little bit.
You know, so I hear what the Mavs is saying, and that's cute. It's It's cute that you're not gonna be
It's
not gonna
sweet.
be bullied.
Are you saying it's sweet?
Yeah, I'm just being honest. Rich is Rich had the league by. It had the league in his hands.
It might be a little. It might be
He
starting.
has the league in his hands.
It
bro.
might start. The grip might be loosening a little bit now.
Yeah,
But he has it right now. He still got it.
right now he still got it.
I don't know.
I don't know if Mark would be bullied though.
I don't
It's
think
not about being bullied though. It's about having to sit down and having respect and saying, "Look, Mark, like I have a lot of young players that could possibly come to Dallas. Dallas is a great city. People love to come to Dallas. It's a lot of people that live out here.
Let's make it
After
work.
they get done with ball, beautiful city, beautiful place to come and live, beautiful place to have your family." Beautiful place to play. Fans are here great.
No
Love
state
the-
income tax.
Love the fans here. But when you come to business, sometimes you got to flex that. Hey, look, man, I got LeBron James.
Well, at the same time, I would say it
this
like
person.
this.
I got that
I would say it
person.
like this. It's the same thing with the Giannis shit. Dallas don't got to do it.
They don't.
They don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you really look at it, Dallas can go in this. All right, let's just get some good young players. So get a pick or some shit, and we could come back with Kyrie, Coop, AD.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Like, Rich, we don't have to do this shit. It has to be the right trade.
Mm-hmm.
You can want to go with it, fuck you want, but like, why the hell? Like, if somebody was like, yeah, I want to give you CJ McCollum. No offense to CJ McCollum, but something that doesn't make sense for the Dallas Mavericks just to help someone else. No, Dallas has to do this right.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Dallas can't afford to just trade AD for nothing. They have to do this trade right. It has to be the right package.
If you trade Luka for CJ McCollum and Max Christie,
Exactly.
it's going to be nasty.
Exactly.
Max Christie's a player, though. No disrespect to Max Christie.
You can't fuck this trade up. Granted, it's not going to be the same haul as giving up Luka. We're not saying that. But at the same time, it has to be like, okay, at least we got some picks back. It got to be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If it's not, if it's just players, oh, hell no. Rich, hung the fuck up.
Well, I saw that.
Rich Paul is running out of Spice Jam juice.
No cap.
Wow.
No cap, bro.
Oh, shit.
And I think at the end of the day, what leverage does he have right now? He's been hurt a lot, man.
He has been hurt a lot.
He's been hurt a lot.
Who's that?
AD.
AD. You don't have leverage like that, man.
Like, what leverage do you have? Like, my nigga, we ain't barely seen him.
Yeah, we saw the stat. 42
He's missed
versus
more
29.
games than played.
42 versus 29.
He only been here damn near half a season.
It's crazy. All right.
That's
It's
tough.
insane work.
Let's move on because I do want to get to one more topic. This is a good topic. We talked about it on Monday, but we never got to it.
What's that?
What is more impressive? And I don't want to make it Kobe versus Braun, okay? Is it winning twice in one place or multiple times? Kobe won with Shaq. They had to rebuild. Then he won again. Or is moving around and winning in different organizations more impressive, like LeBron James? Because that means you have to build a culture in multiple places, or is it rebuilding in the same location?
I like rebuilding in the same location more. One place. It's my opinion.
But what do you think is more difficult? I know what you like, but what is more impressive? What is more difficult? Because think about
I
this,
think
right?
going different places and trying to rebuild is way more difficult.
That's hard.
Is it?
Yeah. But you gotta think about it. It don't always work. Think about KD. KD went one place and it worked. He done went to 2 or 3 other places and tried to do the same thing in Golden State and it hasn't worked. Am I lying? He went to Brooklyn and teamed up. Injuries was in the way. It didn't work. He went to Phoenix and tried to team up with Book and Brad Beal. Didn't work. Now he in Houston.
Can I give you the flip side?
Give me the flip side.
How hard is it to sustain being great? We talk about how egos, keeping people together. How hard is it to stay great? Because how many people have done what the Spurs done?
Only person that can answer that, we got to bring somebody from the San Antonio Spurs in here, from those teams back in the day, Or we have to bring Michael Jordan in here.
Because
him and Scottie Pippen in there. Because them the only ones that was good for long periods of time with the same team. Yeah, you make a couple little changes, but their core was there.
Because you just think about it, right? The same place, things get stale. People want to leave. They want to get their own team. Egos kick in. I'm going to use LeBron as example. LeBron goes to Cleveland, gets him to mortgage the future to win. Okay, cool. Now I go to Lakers, mortgage your future to win. So I do think there's both sides, right? Is that you can keep going to place and having a couple good young players and mortgage your whole future and go win. But obviously winning is difficult in the NBA. I'm not going to say it's easy. So there is an argument for both sides.
Jordan Young had a good point.
It's LA?
It is LA. So it's not as hard to recruit in LA as it would be like, let's say you were stuck in, no offense, Memphis or fucking, what's another low market? Milwaukee. As you can see, Giannis struggling a little bit.
Dirk didn't get a second one.
Dirk didn't get a second one. But at the same time, I would say same place is harder.
Because you got to think, and the context too is, it's not the back-to-back. It's 5 years later. It's 4 years later.
Yeah.
Like, that is, think about
because when you go to different teams, you're actually looking at the makeup of that team and be like, okay, I can fit here. I'll go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it might be a little different for you to change as far as like, okay, I got to figure out my new spots. I got to figure out where to eat. I got to figure out how to move, where the airport at, and all this other stuff. Like, little things, but like, as far as constructing a team every single year to win, that's probably tough. I mean, like I said, because guys get older, guys want more money that you can't pay them.
Guys want their own team.
They want their own team. They go somewhere else, and then you're trying to find somewhere that fits. Because, like I said, a lot of people don't understand. When you have that window, you better take advantage of that window.
Sure better.
Or you might not ever see that shit again. Utah Jazz have not seen that window since goddamn Karl Malone and Steve Stockton left.
They had a little window with D. Will and Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, they did.
Not had
They had a little window.
to win it?
Actually, no, they were never going to beat the Spurs. They were never going to beat the Spurs.
no,
They couldn't win it. No,
They had no window to win it.
Like, it's
When
just...
you have that window, you have to seize that opportunity. And I think that's a part of it where you see, like, Indiana.
Well, they tried to seize it, but, they played against the best
They played
man in
against
the
the
world.
best player in the world.
Yeah, it was such a good convo. And the context, too, for everybody, too, is Mace basically said that's why he respects Kobe over Braun. That was his opinion. I don't want to make it Kobe versus Braun. I want to make it just winning in the same place or winning multiple titles. So,
And you look at it, like, you have to get so fucking lucky, bro. All this shit is, you have to get so, like, the Toronto Raptors had a run of being
they
number one
weren't
in the
going to
East.
win again.
They had number one in the East for how long? It was like 2-3 years.
It's 3 years.
It was like 3 years. And they was like, we can't do it with this team. But oh shit, if we can get Kawhi Leonard, the shit flip. But Kawhi don't want to be there that long. That nigga dipped.
But if Kobe, look at
Kurt?
But if Kobe gets drafted by Cleveland, we're having a different combo. Kobe actually got drafted by the Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets.
He say he ain't going.
But the difference is, though, like, I mean, we got the Spurs. Golden State, although it's California, was not a big market team.
Yeah.
Until the Warriors made it a big market team. Right? And I forget the Warriors. It's just, I agree with the fact it's more difficult to win in the same
Steph
place.
leaves, it's going to be a major drought over there.
Oh, I know. It's going to be a sad time
Yeah,
for me.
it's
Going
like,
to be tragic.
It's going to be, and they know it. And that's why I don't understand, why are you not preparing for that now?
Because you can't.
I guess you just want to hang on.
You have
Fuck
to
it.
try with Steph until he's no longer Steph Curry.
Still selling tickets.
Still, yeah,
He
that's
puts
valid.
butts
That's
in the
valid.
seats. All right.
Very valid.
Before we walk out of here, Kalshi, please pull up the graphic, Peter. This is our pick of the day. We got Oklahoma going to Houston. I don't know if they played since then, but obviously we saw opening night. It was what people say a barn burner. It was OT. I think it was double OT, wasn't it?
Double OT.
Double
yeah.
OT. Who we got? I actually rolling with Houston on this.
Really?
I think Houston's gonna pull one out tonight. That's just my opinion. I like the odds. I make 163 if I put 100 in. I'm rolling with Houston. Who y'all rolling with?
Is that Houston?
On my phone, I went with Houston.
Oh, you traded.
Yeah, I traded.
You already traded on it when you were doing the trades earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ray was in there working.
Against
I went against, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went against my team. I went against my team now, but
The payout.
the payout was better. They playing in Houston.
That motherfucking payout
and
look
OKC
good.
on the back-to-back.
Katie is hooping.
And OKC on the back-to-back. And Sengun, all those guys are back. Hartenstein is out. Like
You put 50 on Houston, you
Come
get
on,
a
come on.
$129 payout.
Hey, but by the way,
100.
this is why I got this.
Undone, you
this,
get a $258.
I got Houston.
This is why.
Two,
This is why I gotta
32.
respect Ray though. This is why I gotta respect Ray.
Talking
And
about
for y'all that
Sengun,
don't know, Ray is he likes to dabble a little gambling, a little sports betting.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
you
doesn't
know.
play with his heart. He plays with the head,
play
and he's
smart.
typically
Yeah, I know.
ahead of the game.
Yeah, I'm
That's
smart.
what I'm saying. I'm about to start calling Ray.
Yeah,
I'm like, Ray,
smart
what you
now.
got
I'm
today?
smart.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
Ray,
I'm a professional
Ray trade with his mind.
gambler.
Ray don't trade with his heart. He trades with his mind. All right, let's go through
I
the
gotta
last.
stop trading with my heart.
Yeah,
You be
can't
trading
with
with your heart. You
Can't
can't.
do it,
You
bro.
can't.
Heart gonna
Let's
make
go
you
through the
lose-
last
Your
two.
heart gonna make you lose money.
So Ray's on a no for the
Damn,
spread.
Ray Billups is crazy. Don't
That's
do that.
crazy.
Ray not in the league.
He's not inside trading.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
And if he might have the glasses though. He might have the glasses though.
We have to talk about that off air. No, I'm kidding.
And then okay, we know Ray's not going with the spread because he's got Houston. Who are you rolling with on the spread?
I'm rolling with Ray.
He's rolling with Ray,
Rolling
so it's a
fuck.
no.
Yeah.
Points? I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of points tonight.
I think there's gonna be a lot of points tonight. What about you guys? What do you think, Ray?
Well, Ray, what you think?
What's the points? How many? Over?
223. 224 they have to score. It's about 107 each.
23F squared
Yeah, get it.
times X.
It'll be over.
I'm tripping. That's 112. I'm tripping. My math is bad. 112 each. I think so.
112 each?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to do under on that.
You go under?
I mean,
I'm gonna have to go under.
Technically, it doesn't have to be 112 each.
No, I'm saying if you do the average.
Yes.
If you do the average, 112 each.
Yeah, I might be under on that one.
Okay. I'm going to over on that
I
one.
don't know, Ray.
I know, but I think I'm gonna go under.
Because if it's a blowout, let's say OKC blows them out. It's gonna be a lot of points.
The last time
they could cover that.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna go under though, guys.
You know what? He does have a point because I think the point spread was similar when we first did it, right? When we first talked about it on air.
Damn, he said.
But they went
Houston
OT.
by 15 plus.
OKC on the back-to-back. Houston playing well, and they healthy right
OKC
now.
played last night.
OKC played last night, yeah.
Didn't they play last night?
No, actually, no, they didn't.
That was the night before.
That was the night before.
Okay.
You change your answer?
No.
All right, Ray's locking it in.
Ray locked in.
All right, Theo,
I
bring us up.
already bet on it, so I already traded on it, so I can't do that.
I hear you.
And Bucks and Spurs tonight. And Knicks and Warriors. Whoa.
But JB ain't playing. I saw the odds.
Don't let the Warriors lose now. Bad loss.
I mean, honestly, I'm just our time's
Play
done.
Kuminga.
I'm just enjoying the last years we have of Steph. I don't
sure.
expect us to be competitive anymore.
Hey, chat. Everybody send your
Hold
wishes.
on, one second. Bring back the first image you pulled up.
Yeah.
Let's bring up the first for everybody that's still here. Hey,
Damn,
that's our
bruh.
boy, Sciatica.
Oh man.
Damn, bruh. Fucked up, B. Look at him. My Dominican brother. Laid him out.
How come he had
I
pillows
smell
ready?
sciatica.
We smell that sciatica.
all the way from Heath, bro?
Yeah, bro. It's all good. Hey, listen, chat, we appreciate you. Been an unbelievable week. Shout out to TA for pulling up. Zebo get better. CV get better. Chat, we love you. Oasis, we fuck with you. Kalshi, fuck with you. We'll talk to you. And we'll see y'all next week. Peter, crackhead Peter, not crackhead.
Cocaine Pete.
Crackhead Peter is crazy.
Damn.
Damn.
Red cup, my fault. Hey, Peter, I love you, my nigga. But listen,
my nigga's crazy.
we here the same time next week, 11 to 1 Central Time, 12 to 2 Eastern Time.
I'm gonna be gone a lot next week, by the way.
And
y'all.
Hong will be gone a lot, so your boy gonna have to host the show.
Go subscribe, man.
Go subscribe, man. We need all the love we can get. We out here from To the Baja Boys. We out here.
Peace.